When I tell you guys that life in this week since after this trip has just been kicking your girl down, I'm talking about like,
hi dolls, it's Z and welcome to my digital diary.
I wanna take it slow.
So hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another vlog, you guys. I don't know what this vlog is gonna be called, and I'm not even like pressed to figure out a specific title because girl, I just got back from my trip and I'm just trying to get back on the ball. You know how it is when you like go on a trip and then you come back and you feel all discombobulated? That's how I feel. So I'm like, let me just pick up the camera and just start somewhere. So here we are. I initially wanted to start out my like hobbies vlog with you guys, but I just can't do it today because I actually need to order some stuff for that video. And I just needed to take a day to like get everything back to normal after the trip. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. I have a pile of laundry on my bed because I was stupid enough not to do my laundry before I left. And now when I got home, I have double the amount of laundry from the trip and laundry from home. So I did end up unpacking everything and washing my laundry. So I just have to fold that laundry on the bed. And then yesterday I did have the guts, girl, to hang up more shelves. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but I'll show you in just a second. But I hung up these shelves to put my perfumes on, and I think I'm gonna do a perfume organizational video with you guys because I was thinking yesterday, I was like, ooh, I really want to organize my perfumes today. I do want to film that today. I also have an ASMR video. I need to declutter my makeup. So I have a lot of stuff like sitting out on the countertops that came out of my luggage that I kind of want to use up. I'm sorry for the sirens in the background, child. There are like decorative pillows and blankets and stuff that I want to put inside of the vacuum storage bags and pack that away. So I have my storage bags out because I just want to get that off the floor and out of the way. Also, I have so much to edit, you guys. You will not believe. I don't know what's going on with my hair, y'all. Like, this side won't curl for nothing. Like, I've tried to give it like just like a beachy wavy curl and it won't do it. It keeps falling flat. And then this side does do the beach curly wavy thing, but then it looks awkward because then I have one side that's curly and then one side that's like flat. And I've tried to comb the curls out of this one because I'm just like, okay, forget it. I just want both sides to match and the curls won't come out of the side, so I look like a fool. Anyways, I got up really late today. Actually, I was planning to wake up at 5:30, and not because it's a trending thing that everybody does, just because I've realized in order for me to actually get what I need done in a day, I have to wake up earlier, otherwise it will not get accomplished. And I've been feeling like my days have just been a waste because I just run out of time. So I've been trying to get up earlier so I have more time to accomplish more things. But today I woke up at like 7:49, I think, and normally I wake up at like in between 6 and 6:30, and I've been trying to do 5:30 because I want to run in between 5 and 7. Yesterday, however, I got up at a pretty good time. I went on my run at 7, y'all, 7:30. I was so happy that I was like, okay, I'm on track, you know. And then today I just messed it up. I have a lot of videos to edit. Like, I have so much footage. I don't even know that I can film anymore after I get this clip because my hard drive is full of video footage. I just need to sit down, look at it, and edit it. So I want to get some editing done today as well for you dolls. I did post a perfume video yesterday. So that went up, but I have not been making my 4 videos a week goal. And I think it's just the trip kind of threw me off, and also work kind of threw me off. Speaking of work, I do want to have a little chit chat moment about that because yeah, I want to talk to y'all. Just wearing this 2-piece set, y'all. I lost a lot of weight. I don't know what happened. I've been trying to gain weight and now I'm just so tired of trying. I'm like, you know what? I'm just a skinny girl. I'm not gonna be a thick, like, I'm never gonna be that. I'm just a skinny girl and I'm gonna have to accept that. But yeah, I lost a lot of weight, you guys. This outfit used to fit me like a few months ago, like, I mean really fit, and now you can see like the gaping right here from the fabric because I just lost all that weight. And then even in the back, I don't know if you guys can tell, but in the back you can see like gaping there. So I lost a lot, and I'm not gonna be upset or sad about it. It's just kind of like, girl, get back in the gym and gain it back. That's all you have to do. Or just accept being a skinny girl, and that's fine too. I still feel like I still have a little bit of my hips there, so I'm not too mad about it because it like everything didn't go away. Just like a lot of the weight that I had gained up here and then up here went away. But yeah, Pinky's here. You guys want to see her? There she is. It's really hot. It's been hot the past few days, so she's been laying out like this everywhere. She'll follow me from room to room and then just kind of lay out. You guys don't mind the microphone. Yeah, so Pinky's doing well. And this is all of the stuff that I was telling you guys that I need to just like put away. This is the makeup. I need to wash this bag. It's so disgusting, y'all. But I need to go through this makeup and declutter it first. And then these are like all the products. The perfume little shelf area is doing. I still have to find a place for this cart to go, but I think I had 6 of these shelves and I can't find the other one, so I think I may have sold the other one. I can't remember, on like maybe Facebook Marketplace, I don't know. But the shelves are set up. I just want to organize these. I want to take my prettiest bottles and put them on like the tiered tray, and then clean off the tiered tray and put like color code all of my bottles over here. Or I might scent code them. I don't know. You guys comment below. Should I scent code them or color code them? Probably color code them. I don't know. So yeah, dolls, that's pretty much all I'm about to get up to. I literally just got up and got dressed because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do today, but I know I can't sit around and do nothing because I just need to get back on track. Also, the apartment's a little messy, which I'm not like surprised by, because when you leave a man a home alone, do you think he's gonna clean? Do you think he's gonna keep it clean and organized? He's not gonna do that. He's not. So that kitchen is disgusting. I need to clean it. The rest of the house needs to be vacuumed, and also my office has just been disgusting as well, and that's my fault because I was working in there and left and did not clean it. Pinky wants some water. Here you go, babies. But I do want to kind of chat with you guys about a situation. Let me see. Wow, that is, that's all that is. Okay, so here's the mountain of clothes that I need to fold and hang and put away that are on my bed. So I'm gonna do that really quick, but I wanted to talk to y'all. Oh my god, every time I try to talk to you guys, this freaking, I don't know what's going on. I literally just want to go get a cup of tea and relax, but today is not the day of relaxation. It's not. Okay, so you guys, I got back from my trip on Tuesday and I worked on Tuesday when I got back, and I also worked on Wednesday as well. So I was really tired because leading up to the trip, I worked consecutive days as well. So Wednesday, when I got back from my trip, I went into work. Now, I said this before, I'm not going to tell you guys where I work or anything like that. 1, because I'm not going to be working there much longer. And 2, because it's dangerous. And even though you guys might be like nice people, there are people out there who are not nice, who literally look at people's YouTube channels and vlogs to figure out ways they can find out where people are, stalk them, and even sometimes worse. So I just, out of safety reasons, I'm not going to say where I work, but I do work in retail, and what my job is accounting retail. So I come in after, like, closer, not after, but close to the time that the store is going to close. And I close down all of the accounting. So I close down everything to do with running the reports, anything to do with money. So I shut down the registers, I balance the tills, I balance the safe, I prepare the deposit, any of that, any change that's needed in any drawers or anything like that. I come in and I pretty much do all of the accounting, everything that handles the money. I do it to shut the store down. Okay, now because we do this at the end of the day, like at closing, I go into work pretty late. I also get off of work pretty late. I'm not going to say the times I go in and get off because safety reasons, okay? But I do go in late and get out late. So on Wednesday, I was at work. And now I predominantly work in the back, but I'll come out, like I'll go in the back office, the accounting office, but I come out a lot to the floor because sometimes people need change in their drawers. Also, I'm preparing the drawers to be balanced. So I'll go in and like print out reports or look at, see if anything is off, if there's any like pending transactions or if there's any post voids or anything like that. I will try to clear all that up before I start my closing down process, and I'll work with the managers to clear all that. So sometimes I will go out on the floor. This particular day I was out on the floor, or this particular time in the day I was out on the floor. I think I had just gotten the till from another area. So I had gotten one of the tills. I'm not going to say what because I just don't want people to know like the process. Even if you do figure out my job, you might be able to figure out my process, and that's not safe. So I got one of the tills. I brought it upstairs. 2 associates went with me to kind of just watch me and watch over the till. Okay, so I got the till. Anyways, to make a long story short, I was out on the floor and this couple walked in. It was a male and a female. Now, our store gets hit a lot, and by hit I mean we get people stealing all the time. Our policy is associates, no one is allowed to like confront them, no one is allowed to say anything to them. The only thing we can do is watch them and report them. Okay, so that's all we're allowed to do. So I saw them come in, this couple come in. It was 2 men and they were holding hands, and I said, oh, they look weird. Because to be honest with you guys, I'm a really good judge of character, and it was something about how they were doing what they were doing. It just didn't seem authentic. Like, you know how, I don't know, they didn't seem like they were together. Even though they were holding hands, they didn't seem like they were a couple. You know what I'm saying? And like, just like you can tell if a couple is a couple, even if they're not holding hands. Hold on, Pinky's just letting the water run. She's not even feeding. Sorry about that, you guys. So Pinky was just relaxing on the edge of the sink while the water's just running, wasting water. Normally, when she's done drinking it, she'll come run to me and meow, and I know she's done, so I'll shut it off. But she didn't do that this time. Anyways, you know how you can be around 2 people and you can tell that they're a couple even if they're not showing any like physical affection or anything? In the same way, I can be around a couple who are showing physical affection and be like, yeah, they don't seem like they're like really together though. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but I just had, and I think also just being an actor, my job is to study like human connection and human interaction and human behavior. So it just didn't seem genuine to me that they were holding hands, but I didn't think anything of it. I was putting change in the registers, so I wasn't caring. They walked through and started to shop. Another customer was behaving very strangely. It was a girl. She had a cart full of stuff, and I just want to say before we go any further, the girl had nothing to do with it. The girl was separate. She paid for her stuff and left like normal. She just had some suspicious behaviors. I don't know why she was behaving that way. Like, she pulled her cart up to the register full of stuff, and then she ran off and disappeared, and we couldn't find her, and her cart's just sitting in front of the register full of stuff. It was just odd. And So a manager was like, okay, asked the associate to see if they seen the girl on the floor. If they didn't, they were going to just put her stuff back. Anyway, the girl came back and got her stuff. That is pointless. I'm just telling you this to say that our managers was already on a suspicious alert because of a few suspicious activities that were happening. Then those two men go about their business. A few minutes later, I hear a loud commotion. And they're on the walkie, and pretty much, you know, loss prevention was citing that they had seen people stealing. I don't know what's going on, okay, you guys? I'm here to do accounting. I'm just doing my job. But I can hear them saying that they're watching people steal. And then I see the manager run to the floor. I hear a commotion in like the other part of the store, and a couple, a male and a female, which I've seen in the store before. Male and a female walk towards the exit, and they are making a loud fuss, like cursing, yelling, acting tough. The woman's like, you can't follow us through the store. I can sue you guys for this. I've sued many stores before and collected a big effing check. You guys are such a-holes, da 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 da. And the boyfriend was acting tough too. He was like puffing out his chest to loss provision, like, you think somebody's scared of you? Nobody's scared of you. I just got out of jail. I ain't scared to F no, you know, no MF or up and blah blah blah. They were just really overreacting, like really. I didn't see what the commotion, so I didn't see what had happened in the other side of the store, but I knew they were all on the walkies talking, so I could hear that something happened. I just didn't know what. So the girl kept going on, and she's complaining about an associate. I don't know who she's complaining about because she didn't say the name, but she's complaining. She's following me around the store, da 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 da, woo woo woo. And my manager's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry about that. We were expecting them to leave because a lot of times what people will do when they steal is they'll come in, grab a lot of stuff, make a big commotion, and leave with the stuff. And we're just like, whatever, we'll make a report. They didn't leave. They proceeded to go into another part of the store. And I'm not going to say the parts because I don't really want you guys to know where I work. Okay, so they proceeded to go into another section of the store. I kind of erased it from my mind because it's not like I'm just here to do accounting. You know, I'm not really worried about it. And people get upset all the time and act out, so whatever. A few minutes later, the girl the customer, the little girl who had the cart, she comes back and she tells the cashier that she thinks that she left something in the store the day before. And so the cashier asks her, like, okay, what did you leave? And she says that she can't remember everything, but it was a shopping bag. And she thinks she left it here because it's the last place she was at. And she asked, well, what was in the bag? Because a lot of times people will leave shopping bags at the counter by mistake, and we will take them and put them into the safe room until someone comes back and claims it. So kind of like lost and found. Well, it is lost and found. She said she had a green sweater. She said, I'm not sure, but I know I bought a green sweater. There might have been other things in that bag, but for sure the green sweater. So the cashier asked me if I could go to the back to look in the safe room because the associates don't have access to the safe room. Only the accountants and the managers can go back. And I was going to go back, but then I realized that the manager left the cashier there alone, so I couldn't go back. And there was some commotion going on in the store that I wasn't able to keep up with because I don't have a headset. I could hear the walkie going off. But I told her, I was like, give me 1 second. Once the manager comes back, I'll go back there and check for you. The girl was calm. She was like, okay, cool, no problem. Next thing I know, that guy that came in with the two guys that came in together, one of the guys, it was short, he had really long hair, starts bolting towards the exit. Now at night, because it is at night, we close all of the exits and we only keep two open. I'm not gonna say which ones. We keep two open. So he started bolting towards my exit, okay? And I'm pretty close to the exit, okay, at this time. So he starts bolting towards the exit, and all I hear is no, 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 no from outside. I hear somebody yelling, no, 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 while he's running that way. He then turns around and bolts back into the store, and six police officers running after him and literally take him down. They're like, don't do that. Don't make it hard for yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. He tried to fight two of the police officers, like literally physically. I'm watching him like literally trying to fight the police officers. Then 4 more police officers followed in, so there was 6 of them total taking this guy down. And it was just a lot, y'all. It was a lot. And my manager was there, and then the customer who was waiting for her stuff was sitting there scared AF. Like, everybody was shooken up by it. And I was fine. I was like, you know, he got caught stealing and the police came. But normally, to be honest with you guys, the police never, when people steal, the police hardly ever come. Normally we might have security, but the building security come, but most often the police do not come because it's not like a physical threat or physical danger for somebody to just steal something, if that makes any sense. So they normally typically don't come. We just make a report and report it. The only time the police comes is if there's like a physical danger, like physical harm, like an emergency situation. So I, for the life of me, couldn't figure out why the police was there and why there was 6 police coming to get this guy when people steal all the time and we just make a report. We never have the police come. So apparently they come, loss prevention comes to our exit, and let me just tell you, everybody, all of the associates were so shooken up. Mind you, there was only one male associate there at the time, and he was loss prevention as well. But this kid is such a bubblehead. He's such an airhead. He doesn't really take anything seriously, so he really didn't get involved or do anything. And all of the women were like, pretty much took this guy down, pretty much caught this guy. So there was more cops. As I'm standing there, I just see more and more cops show up. Like, it went from there being 6 cops to now there are like 10, 12 cops in the store. And I'm confused on why there's so many cops. Well, on a different part of the store, on a different level, that guy and that girl that was making a big ruckus, they had went to a different level of the store. And on that level, they had pulled out a gun. So there was a gun. That is why the police was called, because there was a physical harm and a physical danger. Pumpkin, can I finish the story and I let you out? Yeah? Yeah? Ain't you done? Ain't almost done. Okay. So, yeah. So the people, loss prevention, the girls, the associates that was on the other section or the other side, kind of tried to tell me the story. She was like, yeah, the girl was really threatening to me and she was acting very threatening, and then her boyfriend jumped in. They started threatening me, saying they were going to do all of these things to me, and then loss prevention got involved. And when that started happening, that's when the girl's boyfriend pulled out the gun. Okay, so the girl, I feel so bad for the associate, because that associate, her job was not to follow them. The manager actually asked her to follow them and to watch them, and she told the manager she wasn't comfortable with that. A lot of the associates, myself included, are not comfortable like following people and that are stealing. Like, that is loss prevention's job, is to monitor that and to keep control of that situation. And this is another thing that just kind of made it like a tick, like, yeah, I need to quit this place and I need to leave, is because they do this all the time, where the managers will feel uncomfortable about doing something and they will ask an associate or somebody else to do it. They do it all the time. For instance, one of my managers, me and her had a little debacle, and we ended up talking about it and getting it fixed and cleared up, and she hasn't tried it ever again. But me and her had like a little bit of a debacle, because she can be really demeaning and talk down to you, but she would ask me to do things that as an accountant wasn't my job, because she felt uncomfortable doing it as a manager. And it would take up time in me getting my job done to do her part of her job because she felt uncomfortable. And she's not the only one who does that. Like, there's been times where I've had to run a shift like a manager because the manager didn't want to do it, couldn't be on the floor, or maybe they didn't have enough hands, and so I had to do a manager's job so a manager could go do something else. Whatever the case may be, that it wasn't that girl's job. Hold on, let me let Pinky out because she's okay, guys. I just had to let her out. I should have been folding my clothes as I was telling the story, and I probably would have been done by now. Anyways, it wasn't that associate's job. So the associate came up to me. She was shaking. I was like, what freaking happened? She could barely talk. Like, her mouth was shaking. She was like, I don't want to be, I feel like this is so unsafe. And she was just saying how she has so much anxiety and how she told the manager she didn't feel comfortable following them because they felt very threatening and they felt dangerous and she didn't want to do it. And the manager made her do it. And it's not even her job. It's actually loss prevention and the manager's job to keep track of that. So I know that the manager didn't feel comfortable doing it because the manager told me, I've never been in a situation like this before. I've never had to deal with this before. I don't know what to do. It's making me nervous. I don't know. So the manager was scared. So she had somebody else do it. And then that girl got shooken up. Now, I feel really bad because I'm friends with that girl that it happened to. And she has really bad anxiety, like anxiety that puts her in the hospital, anxiety, like panic attacks that have threatened her life. And she was like, it's been 1.5 years since I've had to take my anxiety medication. And right after this happened, I had to go out to the car and immediately take my anxiety medication because I'm not feeling well. Mind you, you guys, yesterday she called off. She kept calling off every single day. This poor girl is so traumatized. She doesn't even want to come back into work. She said, I am so scared that they're going to come back here. I don't know if they'll come back there or not. They have come there a few times before, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of like the way that company is set up is just so wrong and off. You shouldn't have an associate doing things that are a manager or loss prevention's job. Like, that's first of all. And they do that to us all the time. Like, they'll mix jobs. Like, if they need you to go stand at the door, even though you're not loss prevention, they'll ask you to stand at the door. And it's like, wait a second. I never applied for this job. I never wanted to be loss prevention. There's a reason why, because I don't feel comfortable doing that. You can't ask me to be something that I never applied to be. This isn't my job. They do that all the time. Like, they will have the accountants act as managers. Like, I can't tell you how many times, you guys, I've had to close down the store as a manager while the manager did whatever they needed to do because they were behind on something. I would have to be the manager, like the customer service manager, like on the floor dealing with stuff because whatever reason, they don't feel comfortable, they need a break, whatever the reason is, they will ask you to do stuff that's not your job. I don't like that at all. And it's okay if it happens once or twice, but it literally happens all the time. So that happened, you guys. And honestly, at that point, I was just like, this is the last straw. Like, I am going to get out of here. Like, this is it. There had been a few things leading up to that incident that was showing me, yeah, you need to go. But that was just the cherry on the cake, because I had already had a run-in, like I said, with one of the managers prior. I'm not going to go into detail because I still work there right now, and I would definitely for sure give you guys the details after I leave. But we had a talk about it and we squashed it, and I told her, you know, never talk down to me. This is the way that she tried to play it like, oh, I didn't know that I was being that way. I didn't know that I was coming off that way. Yes, you do know that. You've been a bitch to everybody, girl. You know that you're like that. Stop doing it to me. You can do it to Karen. You can do it to John. You can do it to any of these other people. Do not do it to me, because you will get checked, and you will get checked quick, because I don't care about this job and I will walk out of here in a second. So do not play with me. I had to tell her, y'all. I had to sit her down and tell her, these are the things that you're doing. You are inappropriate. You will not do this to me, period. And that's it. After that, I haven't really had a lot of problems with her. She's done little things here and there where I've had to be like, you sure you want to go there? And then she's back down. But after I've had that conversation with her, she pretty much got herself in check with me. But I still see her doing things to other people that I think are just flat out wrong. You know, just wrong, mistreatment. And that was part of it. And then I just seen other things happening, and I can't speak on it right now because, like I said, I still work there. I can only tell you guys little things that just don't matter. Like, for instance, I was ringing up a customer and a freaking roach crawls out right on top of the thing that I'm ringing up. And the only reason why I was ringing anything up is because they were short staffed, and they only had one cashier, and she had to go on break. And so they asked me if I could help out. So I helped out, and lo and behold, a freaking roach crawls out. You guys don't understand how much I despise roaches. I understand that they're just a bug, but I despise them. I cannot stand them. So when I saw that, I was just like, see, it's just too much. It would be little things like that in combination with big issues happening. My hiring manager, the manager that hired me, I loved her. She was so sweet, so understanding. She left. And they brought in this other girl who is a total bitch. When I tell you guys, she's younger than my old manager. And she's just really, you could tell she's really immature with her management style. You know those managers that think they're hot shit. You know what I'm talking about? And so they flex their muscles in a way that demeans people and put people down and try to make people feel smaller instead of doing their job. Your job as a manager is to get your team to work at their highest level. How can you get somebody to work at their highest level when you make them feel bad? You don't. They don't want to work for you. They end up calling off. They end up quitting, and you end up being short-staffed, looking like an idiot. So stop mistreating people. Like, everybody's human, and you have to show respect on a human level to everyone. And she has like a really bad, I'm not going to talk about her right now because, like I said, I still work there, but she has a really bad attitude towards people. Like, I remember when I met her, and I say met her because I didn't officially meet her. She walked past me, didn't say anything to me. She wouldn't speak to me, and then she came up to me randomly and asked me a question about the till. Well, what do you guys balance your tills at? Excuse me, hi, my name is Zuri. What's your name? Like, you don't just talk to me like I'm like a slave. Like, excuse me, y'all, I can't even tell you everything that she did because it's just, I can't right now. I will tell you when all of this is over. But I just wanted to let you guys know and give you guys that little story time because I know I mentioned it in my pack with me video, I think, or my last vlog. It might have been it's my travel vlog for sure. I think I mentioned to you guys that I had something traumatic happen at work. Well, there you go. We got robbed at gunpoint, and I don't want to go back there. They called me in the very next day to see if I could come into work. I did not answer. They called me in yesterday to see if I could come to work. I did not answer. And I'm off today. I'm happy they gave me 3 consecutive days off because I really needed to get away from them. And when I go into work tomorrow, I'm sure they're going to say, well, Suri, we've been calling you, but you haven't been picking up. Why haven't you answered the phone? I'm going to say because I just didn't want to be here. To be honest with you guys, this is not an environment that I'm used to working in. This is exactly why, you guys, I would prefer to work from home because these types of things are less likely to happen. Honestly, this was a one-off. This doesn't happen all the time. People don't get robbed at gunpoint all the time. But we do get robbed quite a lot. Not at gunpoint, but we do have people come and steal from us quite a lot. And it's just not an environment I want to put myself in. Also, the type of people, the type of management that we work with is just not good. Don't get me wrong, there are good managers there. There are very good managers there. But there are some management styles that are not correct. And it's not for me, y'all. So I just wanted to share with you guys that little story because it's honestly been one of the things that has been like making me feel anxious these last few days. I've just been feeling like, oh my God, I know I have to go in on Sunday and I really, really don't want to, but I have to because I'm scheduled and I need to make money. But yeah, so that was pretty much it. That's what happened. It was really crazy and scary, and also the managers just didn't even know what to do. Like, the manager was so shooken up when the police came to speak with us. The manager was like shaking, and she was like yelling at the associate, like the cashier, hurry up, ring all this stuff. Oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, can you calm down? Because if you're acting like this and you're supposed to be an example, the associate for sure is shaking in her boots right now. Can you please relax? And maybe it's just because my brother is a detective and I have people who work in law enforcement that it really isn't, like, don't get me wrong. The police and law enforcement is scary and can be very scary for people of color. Don't get me wrong, okay? I don't trust anybody. But I think for me, because I know people who work in law enforcement and stuff like that, I'm not as triggered by a cop. But when the cop asked for mock receipts, the manager's like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. Like, how he's asking for a mock receipt. He's asked, what is that? Like, I don't know. I'm like, girl, I literally had to walk the cashier through doing it. And then the manager's like, you do it, you do it, you do it. Oh my God, because I don't know how to do this. So what do we do? What do we do? I literally had to tell her, like, you ring up all the items, suspend a transaction so that it prints out a receipt with all of the items with the total. And then you have to go back in and you have to cancel out that suspended transaction. But how do we cancel it out if we have to give them the receipt? Girl, before you give them the receipt, scan the receipt and cancel it and then give it to them. And they still didn't do it. Even after I told her, scan the receipt and and by the way, the associate that she had pulled to the register to do the mock receipt happened to be a manager's assistant, because the cashier and the other associates at this point were closed. The other associates are going home. So she pulled an assistant manager. It's like an assistant customer service manager. It's not like the assistant store manager. It's an assistant to the managers on duty. So she pulled her, somebody who's supposed to know how to do this. Like, I'm an accountant. I don't need to know how to do this. But she pulled her. And the girl didn't even know how to do it. And I tried to tell the girl how to do it, but I think they did know how to do it. They were just so shooken up they couldn't get it together. So I literally walked them through it. And at that point, I told them, I said, okay, guys, let's not stand around talking about this. I'm ready to go. I have to close down these registers and get us out of here, because I am not about to be here all night and I'm over this place and I really want to go home right now. So after that, we didn't get out as early because of all of the commotion. And then also I had to close out the registers on the back end. Like, I had to close out the suspended transactions on the back end, because if you don't close them out on the till, then when I go to shut down the registers, I get a warning saying, hey, you got transactions out there to suspend it. Are y'all going to cash these out, or what do you want to do? And so I had to close them all out, which took me a little bit longer. I mean, it didn't take me a lot longer, but girl, I was moving so quick because I just wanted to get out of there. And I was like, this is my last day. I don't think I'm going to be coming back here. I don't. Mentally, Wednesday was my last day mentally. At this point, I'm 100% checked out. Like, I don't even care. I could care less. I'm just like trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. So that brings us to, I need to apply for jobs today for sure. But yeah, guys, I just want to give you guys that quick little story time, and I'm going to go ahead and fold these clothes and put them away. So.
Wait. What do you like about this girl? I mean, there's like a lot of things. I'd probably start with,
I like the way she smiles. She got me staring for a while. Yeah. Baby, it's our conversation. She's my favorite notification. She knows how to dress for special occasions. She got me thinking life could be better. These songs start to feel like love letters. I should tell her now, would I ever? It is what it is, man, whatever.
Hey you guys, so we finished. Let me show you. We finished the laundry. Everything is put away and clean just the way I like it. I do want to get like a cute drink or something, like tea. I think I'm just gonna make myself a maybe actually I'll make a chai. I was gonna say matcha, but no, I'm gonna make a chai tea, I think. And then I think I want to get started on like the editing and stuff, because I do have a video I want to go up today, and I think that if I start editing it early, I'll be able to get it up. So I want to get on some editing, and yeah, and then maybe I might, because I'm thinking about going to this coffee shop down by where I live to do some editing, because I feel like sometimes when I'm in the house and I'm editing, I get so distracted by little things that's going on around me in the house that I can't focus to sit down and edit. So I'm thinking like maybe if I go out of the house and go somewhere else, I might be able to sit down and focus to edit. That's my thought. But I just checked and Bunny left to go to the gym, I think. So I'm actually gonna wait for him to come back because I don't want to leave Pinky here by herself, only because it's super hot outside. And I don't know, I just like to monitor my fur babies when it's super hot. Just make sure like I put ice in her bowl every 30 minutes, not every 30 minutes, but I put ice in her bowl throughout the day, and I just make sure she's staying cool. And if she needs anything, like if she needs to get out or anything like that, someone's here to help her with that. Okay, I am an overprotective mother, but that's my child. So I'm waiting for Bunny to come back so he can watch her, and then maybe I will take my little walk over to the coffee shop and do some work. But right now, probably apply for jobs, actually.
I ain't got a single damn lurking day, 'cause I'm tired of being so fancy. And I certainly don't believe in destiny, but sometimes I wonder if it's meant to be. At this point I feel I got a history with how I fall too hard with boys initially. I'm trying not to take it too personally. Maybe the romantics just ain't it for me. Like how did I become a lesson? I'm not the type of girl you question. Can't even tell you why I'm stressing. I know I probably should've mentioned I got the bill hacks, someone you can't forget. I know you're still upset. Can't keep me here next.
Lord, why does it turn that way? Look at how many pillows this thing fit. I should have done this a long time ago.
Not a player, I just crush a lot. But you be thinking that I crush a lot. An indie darling on the verge of pop. Don't assume who I'm with, that'll hurt your heart. I don't wanna be while you bleed. Tourniquet, I can see that you're in need. Learning that even if you always keep it 100.
I can't believe I hadn't thought of this sooner, because like this really needed to be done. Oh my god, my beans are burning. I'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, okay, so it's a little bit later. You guys may be able to tell that I took out my wig, and today is actually my wash day, but I can't wash my hair today because I actually work tomorrow and it's an opening shift. So I have to keep my hair kind of dirty until after tomorrow, because it literally takes me all day to do my hair. So I have to get up early and have like the day off. So I'm thinking Monday would be a better day, or Thursday next week. I don't know if I could last till Thursday. It probably might be Monday because I'm off on Monday. But yeah, I just took my hair down and out, took out the little braids, and I already ate dinner. I edited, I worked on my calendar for next week, and I just noticed what works best for me is just going week by week and not trying to plan out a whole month. You can plan out a whole month, but just know that it probably will change, so just be ready. So I want to organize this cart right here. So I'm just cleaning everything off of it. I'm not entirely sure where I'm gonna put it yet, but that's what I'm doing right now. And then I also submitted to, I don't know, I'm like in the looks for a manager. currently. If y'all remember, I used to have a manager, and girl, I don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared. But I think he just has so much going on. He has so many different businesses and side hustles that it's hard for him to keep up. I think that's what it could be. So at that point, you're just too busy to manage me. So love you. Bye. No. So I'm looking for a manager. So I did reach out to a few contacts that I had to see what that would look like if I was to do something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I might just actually reach out to my actual talent manager, my talent agent, and see if they would be open to managing me for social media as well. We're gonna see. Okay guys, we're gonna see. But that's what I did. So now I'm just gonna do a little bit of cleaning and organizing in here. I packed these bags. Oh, it's nighttime, by the way. Oh my god, my battery's dying already. Okay, let me talk quickly. Pack those bags. I just have to, I have a little bit more space in that one, but I just need to vacuum close these. Have so many bags left. And I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna pack like clothes and like winter stuff in there. Maybe we'll pack little Pinky in there. Pinky, we're gonna pack you. I know you heard us. We're gonna pack you in there, baggie. We're gonna put you in the baggies. You like the baggies? You put you in there. You're gonna put my baby in there. You're gonna put her. No, we're not gonna put her in a bag, you guys. I'm just playing with her because she loves to climb inside of them. But yeah, that's pretty much what I think I'm gonna do. I still have these bags that I need to pick up, and I think I might store some on the side of the bed that I cleaned out. But that's pretty much it, you guys. Just cleaning everything. I did try to organize this bag wall again for the 50th time, and I think we're getting close to it being like complete. I just think the wallets need a little bit more different organization, and maybe we might not even put the wallets up here at all. We might just store like wristlets, maybe only wristlets hanging here, and then the rest of these in the closet put away, because they actually aren't as cute as I would like either. I don't know, you guys. I'm still working on everything, but yeah, I'm gonna get started on this. I'll probably come back to you guys when it's all done. That being said, my camera is about to die, so I might not see you guys until mañana, which is tomorrow. I will try to pick up the camera and vlog tomorrow, at least so I have 2 days of vlogging. I wanted to make this one day in my life, but I feel like I didn't do that much because I had a lot of admin stuff that I couldn't really film. So I think I'm gonna vlog tomorrow, like after I get out of work. I work an opening shift, so I'm going in early in the morning, and then I'm gonna be off by like 2-3 o'clock ish. Yeah, I'm really nervous about going in because y'all already know. I already told you earlier, but the trauma is real, and I definitely don't want to go back. So we're gonna see what happens tomorrow. But I think it's just gonna take me walking away from that job. I just have to figure out a situation where I replace what's coming from there. So that I want to figure out tonight. Yeah, I want to figure that out tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna see you guys probably more than likely in the AM. Okay, bye girl.
So far about days before Elizabeth and Cummins disappeared. Cops say
Hey dolls, today is Sunday and I got back from work around 3:15. I had to go in early. I went in at around 8 o'clock and it's 5 o'clock now, I think. Yeah, it's 5:18 now, and I literally spent the majority of my morning, I woke up at 6 a.m., spent the majority of my morning editing my Pack With Me video, which is taking forever. The checks are taking forever. Granted, it's kind of a long video because I did it in detail and in sections, but it's taking forever. Like, it's still not uploaded. So I just came home after work and I just finished the thumbnail and hung out with Pinky until she fell asleep. And I am so freaking hot, you guys. Like, the weather is so hot I can't go outside. I was gonna go somewhere after I got off work, But honestly, y'all, with this weather, honey, I'm not playing with this. I'm not playing with this weather. This weather is 92, okay, in my city. I'm just not playing with that. So I wanted to do something in the house. I just don't want to leave. Honestly, you guys, I just don't want to leave the house in that heat. Like, I was gonna go to Marshall's or somewhere just to look around for a few things I need for the house. Oh my god, I was supposed to get a band to organize my wallets. That's what I needed to get. Oh, and also I did stop by Burlington today on my way home because it's like right by where I work. It's not far from where I work, and they had the cutest freaking juicy bags are out now, you guys. So cute. I saw the velour mocha backpack with the pink, I think it's called mocha. It's the brown one that came out with the pink. And then I also saw like this duffel bowler bag that was velour. A girl was buying it. It was all black with pink accents. And then I saw this really cute black like little clutch. It looked like this one, you guys, but it was black and it had the heart, the tufted hearts on them. You guys don't remember the bag I showed you with the tufted hearts? Where is it? Okay, let me show you. So this bag right here, you guys, remember this bag with the tufted hearts? It's just like that, but it's in a smaller size and it's a crossbody. And I also saw it in pink, and I asked one of the associates to put it on hold for me because the line was super long and I was so tired. I just wanted to get home. I didn't want to stand in line, so I did put that on hold. And so hopefully I can pick that up at some point this week. But they had a lot of new cute bags out, but y'all already know if y'all saw my last video, I am selling quite a few of my bags. So once I sell those 7 bags, I'll be able to buy a new one. Actually, speaking of selling a bag, I actually just sold a bag on my Poshmark. Let me grab it for y'all so y'all can see. Don't mind the dirty room. I'm still working on it, and the clothes that are on the floor are actually clean. So this is the bag. It's this cute bowler bag. Y'all saw me talk about this before. Somebody finally purchased this on my Poshmark. This has been up on my Poshmark for like 3 weeks, and finally someone bought it. I actually had decided, okay, I'm gonna take it down from Poshmark and just keep it because this is a really pretty colorway, and I do feel like I will get wear out of it in the fall. So I was gonna take it down, and as soon as I was about to take it down, of course a doll went and bought it. So I'm gonna be shipping this out tomorrow. I also have to ship my mom some perfumes. I did take some perfumes that I had listed up on my MERCARRI down because I think my mom will like them and she's looking for a new perfume. So I'm going to ship those to her. But I'm so excited. My first bag sale. And I know that this is a bit controversial. Let me just put the bag over here. I don't want to forget to take it to the post office. So I just want to leave it out. I'll put it here. Where can I set it? I'll set it here. And I know that this is like a bit controversial, but I'm honestly considering opening a reseller shop for like bags, particularly bags like curated, vintage, and also modern bags. There's cute curated viral bags, things that people are going for, because I feel like where I live, I feel like I'm really good at hunting for bags, and I feel like I find a lot of good bags. So I'm thinking about that. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that, or if you would purchase from me. If you would, I would be happy to put it together. So yeah, let me know. Like, I know it's a little controversial because even I'm like, oh, I'm not buying anything from a reseller, whoop-de-whoop whoop whoop. But at the end of the day, if you can't find the bag you want and somebody else is willing to sell it to you, why not? You know what I mean? And also, like, times are tough. People are trying to figure out ways to make money to pay their rent and to put food on the table. So if I can help somebody in that way, or someone can help me in that way, why the freak not? So that's just how I kind of feel about it. Okay, so also, did I just flash out? I hope I didn't. I got this box yesterday. This is actually a package that I shipped to myself from Chicago, because a tip for you guys, if you are traveling and you are going somewhere where you have family members or friends, or you're going to be staying with someone with an address, ship your stuff, okay? Ship your shit, because $100 plus $85 plus for a freaking carry-on and a checked bag is not funny. It's not a joke. And these airlines are banking off of those types of things. They're not banking off of the flights. They're banking off of the extra stuff. So if you can, ship your shit, okay? So when I was in Chicago, I got those shoes that couldn't fit in my backpack, and I also went to the thrift store and I found some cute vintage bags that I also couldn't fit in my backpack, and so I shipped them, and I'm happy I shipped them. And I also shipped my dress bag too, because I just didn't feel like carrying a heavy bag through the airport, and I'm happy I did, because I did run into a little issue at the gate with one of the people from the airline telling me that I had to pack my camera inside of my backpack, and I was happy that I had the space to do that, because she was really rude, and she was like, if you can't get that bag to go inside of one bag, you have to pay for all of your luggage. I was just like, are you kidding me? It's a camera, it's not a purse. Like, anyways, to make a long story short, it's just a tip for you guys. I'm also currently just put dinner on, so I have salmon and rice, something simple today. Honestly, I've just been so tired of cooking, I'm not gonna even lie. I'll just be like, I'm not a mom or a wife. Why the hell am I cooking every single day? Like, nothing wrong with cooking every single day. I actually enjoy cooking, but sometimes it just gets on my nerves. I'm like, is this my job? Like, why can't I get paid for this? My shoes, yay! They're a little dirty because the wedding was outside. But here are my pink shoes with the little bows. You guys, they did come out a little bit darker in person than they were online, but they're still super cute. I actually have to clean these and pack them away, so I'm just gonna set them over. I might leave them in the box until I clean them, because I don't want the dirt to get everywhere. From Goodwill, I got this Betsy Johnson wallet. It was actually my little sister who convinced me to who was talking to me about starting a reseller shop. She was like, you have such a curated aesthetic that I feel like you would get people like you that would shop your shop. You know what I mean? Like, who would say, oh, I know where I can get that from. Zuri probably has that, you know? So she was telling me that she does reselling as well, but she does it with baby clothes, and she has a friend that does reselling as well, and he sells crates. So she was just telling me, girl, this is just a good side hustle. Like, I pay my rents, like, and bills with just doing this side hustle that you can do. So I'm thinking about doing it, but I had found this Betsy Johnson wallet, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this. This was only $4.99 at Goodwill in Chicago, and I was like, this is so cute. Now, it is, don't mind my nail, like, y'all, like I said, I went to work today, and work ruins my life every time I'm there. I'll have to glue it back on later. But it's like the perfect bubblegummy Barbie pink, and I just felt like someone would definitely want this, and even if someone didn't purchase it, I would want to keep it if it didn't sell. And you guys, it's in such good condition. Look at the inside. Look, it's like barely ever freaking worn. Like, it looks like no one ever actually owned this wallet. Super cute. So I probably will be posting this one up on my Poshmark. And then I also found this one, which I think this video is coming out after my vlog. No, is it? Yeah, it is. So you guys probably already seen it, a lot of the stuff in the vlog, like the Chicago trip vlog, but I'm just gonna show it again for those of you who didn't see that vlog. I found this cute little mini bag, and this was $6.99 also at Goodwill. I loved the design of this. Like, Betsy with her designs. Like, what bag designer do you know that has better designs than Betsy Johnson? And okay, wait, hold on, Coach. Well, it's not better than Betsy though, not more creative than Betsy. I'm sorry. It's cute, but it's like a different, it's more classy. Anyways, I love this design with the hearts, and then like the sketching that looks like it's on a chalkboard and has bows and hearts and Betsy. Like, who thinks of these prints? Betsy. Okay, I also love the little nameplate. She had stopped doing the nameplate for a while. At the beginning, when she had sold her bags and stuff, she would have this little nameplate on every single one of her bags, and then she kind of stopped doing it. So I really like that this one has like the hard gold nameplate. Super cute. And y'all, wait until you see inside. Do you see what I'm saying about how Betsy Johnson does her lining? Like, this looks like it could be a print for an actual bag. Like, every single lining of her bag is different and creative. I love this. It's just the perfect cute little mini bag. Even for a trip, this is like a perfect let's go on a trip, take my camera and just the essentials. Super cute bag. So I actually, to be honest with y'all, I wanted to keep this, but I think I am gonna go ahead and sell this on my Poshmark. So if you guys are interested, check out Poshmark. And then lastly is this Juicy Couture bag. That's all I have to say, y'all. When I saw it, I had to have it. I knew exactly who it was from afar. I was like, I bet you that's a Juicy bag. And I walked up to it, and sure enough, Juicy. It does have the like little diamond in the middle. I don't know how old this one is. I don't know if this is vintage Juicy or not, because I'm just not sure because of the little diamond in the middle. I'm like, in what era did she put like a diamond there? I don't remember that. But this was $4.99, you guys, and nonetheless, it's still cute. There's like this iridescent alligator material at the bottom, and I love that it's ruched, and there's 2 pockets. And of course, you guys, oh, this might be a newer era because it has like the eyelashes, or is that the crown? It has like the crown lining that's black. I feel like maybe this is like one of those bags that were sold at Macy's or sold at like JCPenney or Kohl's. I don't know. I feel like that, only because the lining is so different. I feel like the white and black lining that they do now is more like the newer style, like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Burlington. So I just feel like this was probably sold at like Macy's or something. I don't know. You guys can comment below and let me know. But yeah, and then this is the second zipper. There are card slots on the side. There are 8 total. There's the Juicy Couture patch, and then there's also a zipper pocket inside as well. So quite the clutch. I think that this is super cute to just wear on your wrist, and perfect for traveling as well, or like a really quick sweet trip. It's just really cute, and I love this shade of pink. It's such a pretty pastel. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna keep this one or sell it. Part of me really wants to keep it, but the other part of me is like, no, someone would love this. I don't know. The other part of me is like, sell it. My sister's like, sell it, girl, get your money. The other part of me was like, but I love her. I don't want to, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one yet, you guys, but for sure the 2 Betsy purses pieces I'm probably gonna put up on my Poshmark, and that's literally the only items I picked up from the thrift store to sell. But yeah, that's literally everything that I picked up from the thrift store while I was in Chicago that I am going to be posting onto Poshmark. And I probably will go to my thrift store later and see. I'm really on the hunt for vintage Juicy. If I could find vintage Juicy and open like a vintage bag reseller shop, that would be cute. Again, I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna do it. I have to look into it, but I am thinking about it. For now, I'm just gonna be selling things on Poshmark. So check Poshmark and MERCARRI, because I will be listing some things. Speaking of that, I actually need to go take pictures for the listing of the other bags that I have. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now. Pop my salmon into the oven, and then I don't know how long this vlog is gonna go on for. I'm not entirely sure. This might be the end of the vlog. Uh-oh, Pinky. She doesn't like when the doors close. There she is. She was dead asleep. Y'all saw her. But as soon as her mom came into the room, look at her. As soon as her mom came into the room, she's like, where's my mom going? I'm going to. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go finish dinner, and I'm probably gonna take pictures to post on Poshmark for the bags that I showed you guys in the declutter video. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys when I talk to you. Good morning, you guys. Today is another day. It's Monday. I want to deep clean the stove because it is super nasty. And y'all, I have been so over my freaking bathroom. I don't know what it is, but I do not like my bathroom. I need to completely redo this bathroom because I just don't like it anymore. So I also want to put a mood board together for that. So I need to do that. I also broke a nail, so I need to fix these. You guys, these have literally been on for almost 2 weeks now. Only one broke off, and this one broke off before. This is the second time that this nail actually popped off. So I want to take them off and I want to clean them out, which is something I do all the time. And I'm probably going to put these back on because they are such good nails. And I love them. So I want to fix my nails. I also need to wash my hair. Yesterday was my hair wash day, but I didn't get a chance to do that. So I want to either wash it today or Thursday. I'm thinking I'm going to try to wash it today. I want to wash it and also do a blowout as well. So that, I slept on a couch this morning and it was actually a really good sleep. I need to stop falling asleep to true crime though, for sure. Pinky's here. Pinky, you want to say hi? Pinky's here. She's quite tired because she wakes up at 4 a.m. and I actually woke up late today. I woke up at 9. So I still need to go on my run or get some. You know what, y'all? I'm really scared about the run because it's so hot. So I think I'm going to do a workout. I know I said that yesterday and then ended up not doing it. But today we're actually going to do the workout. And actually, maybe I should just make that the first thing I do right now, so I can just get it out of the way and not be thinking about, oh, I have to do a workout, blah 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 blah. So yeah, I think I need to do a little workout. I want to go outside because it looks nice, but I'm afraid of that heat, girl. When I tell you, the heat makes me sick. I love the sun, but the heat, it makes me nauseous and it gives me migraines, so I have to be careful. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of things that come up in this vlog. We have a whole week to reset and just get everything back to where it needs to be for July. And for my mood board, by the way, I think what I'm going to end up doing is just keeping the same June mood board, because like I told you guys in my last reset video, I feel like June's mood board could have been like a summer mood board, so it could have also been things that I have in July and in August. So I'm gonna just take the June mood board, change it to July, and then kind of edit that mood board to have the things on it that I want for July. Also, I need to declutter my perfumes and redo my whole perfume shelf and organize it. I want to put my prettiest perfumes here. I think I told you guys this, so I'm not going to go over it again. But I'm not going to do that. I was going to film me doing that in the reset, but I actually decided to go ahead and make that its separate video, like a fragrance video, organizing my fragrance. Because I feel like it's going to take longer, and I don't want the video to be 3 hours. It's okay, y'all. At this point, I've posted 2-hour-long vlogs, so I'm not tripping. And my girl McKenna Walker, who I watch all the time, she be posting 3-hour vlogs. So I'm on her time frame. I'm I'm with you. I'm not gonna be sitting down editing for hours. I'm just gonna show y'all everything. Anyways, I don't like this angle on me. I think it's not cute, but I just wanted to say good morning and officially welcome y'all to a reset vlog, because that is what this is, girlfriend. This is not a regular vlog. This is a reset. I already replied to my brand emails the other day, and y'all tell me why. I don't know what is wrong with these brands. I don't know what's wrong with them. Why do they think that we should mark that? Why do they think that people should market their products for free? And I keep having to find myself explaining to them time and time again, like, I'm sorry, but I don't accept product as a form of payment. Their idea is that I will give you free product if you market it. Okay, if you're freaking Louis Vuitton or Gucci or Tesla and you're like, we will give you a pink Tesla, Zuri, if you market it, then yes. But when you're a brand that is selling like sunglasses, jewelry, and you're not like Tiffany's jewelry, you're not like, you cannot ask creators to promote your products for free. Like, it's just crazy to me. And then when you do say, well, I'm willing to work something out and negotiate something with you that fits within your budget, do you have a budget? They come back with either, no, we just don't have a budget right now, or you don't meet the requirements that we have for paid collaborations. Oh, so then why are you reaching out to me? So why are you reaching out to me? Because I know you're definitely not reaching out to me to ask me to promote your products for free. Like, you sending me the product and asking me to promote it and telling me that the product you sent me to promote is my payment? Baby, y'all need to stop. If you're a brand watching my channel, please, 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 unless you're Tesla, Louis Vuitton, Nike, a brand like that, please just do not reach out to me with that, because I'm not interested. And it's different if it's like a smaller brand, like a woman's owned small business owner boutique brand. That's different. Then I would be willing to collaborate because I want to help somebody out. It's for the betterment of helping out like a small business owner. But when you're like some corporation in China, some corporation in India, some corporation in America, like you have a few locations, but you just don't want to pay the creator for the content, no. That is so rude. That is so selfish and greedy and just plain out wrong. It takes a lot of effort and energy for us to create the content that we do. It is not a walk in the park. We are not just picking up the camera, filming it, and popping it online. That's not what's happening. It's a lot. From the equipment that we purchase down to the time that we put into filming the content, the creative process of thinking about it and brainstorming it and putting it all together from start to finish. We do not have a crew. We do not have a cast. We are the crew and we are the cast. We do everything. It is a lot of work, and you know that. That's why you don't go to a PR firm and have them create commercials for you and pay them all that money to create commercials. You want to come to the influencer and try to take advantage of us. It is so wrong. And also the young influencers that are up and coming, it's up to us, you guys, to stop accepting things like that, because when you accept things like that, it tells the brands that it's acceptable for them to ask us to promote products for free, and it is not. It's not appropriate. I, for one, don't promote a lot of products anyway. Y'all can see that in my content. Like, it's not that I don't get offers. That's not it. It's that, one, I have a few things that I go through before I accept anything. First of all, it needs to fit my brand, okay? Meaning it has to be something I actually would use, or I actually want, or I actually really liked. I am not going to promote anything that is like, oh, I don't like it. Now, it's different if it's a review. If you reach out and you're like, oh, can you do a review? Another thing that I have, policy that I have, is I have to be able to do an authentic review. You can't tell me what I have to say or not say in my review. I have to be able to say exactly how I feel, which is why I don't do a lot of review collaborations, because a lot of these brands want to give you a whole 8-page script of what they want you to say to try to sell their products. And listen, this is not a commercial, it's a review. So I need to be able to say what I really feel. And at first I was like, you know what? I'm not going to say or put that out there on the internet. Like, I'm not going to say this in a vlog, but y'all, I have to say something about it because it just really is the hardcore truth of all of it. And honestly, I don't care, because if there's a brand out there that feels like they would want to cheat me or do something like this, I don't want to work with people like that anyway. Like, I just don't want to work with people like that. So it would be fine if those people are like, yeah, we're not going to ask her because we're not going to try to work with her because she wants to get paid, or we're not going to try to work with her because she wants to do an authentic review and we want her to say what we want her to say. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I don't do YouTube to make money. I don't think YouTube is ever going to be my main source of income, period. So I'm not worried about it. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there and kind of vent a little bit and just say, only because I sat down all day answering emails, rejecting offers because people didn't want to pay, or they wanted to pay so low, it was ridiculous. Somebody asked me if they could pay me $50. $50? What am I going to do with $50? I can't even pay myself a bill with $50. No. And they wanted 2 videos. They wanted a dedicated YouTube video, and they also wanted a dedicated TikTok for $50. Baby, absolutely not. I am not going to brainstorm and put a whole commercial together for you. Hey guys, okay, so sorry about that. Literally, the battery died. But to sum it all up, I was just pretty much saying that we as content creators, especially the up and coming ones, I feel like some of these kids are so desperate to feel like an influencer, to have that like feeling of being an influencer, that they lose track of the point, which is you actually need to get paid for the work that you create. What they'll do is they'll accept things that they really shouldn't accept, and we as content creators, we have to set the bar. The only reason why brands are asking us to do this promotion for free is because there are people out there who will accept it. I, for one, unless, like I said, you're Tesla, Nike, like, it has to be worth it. A collaboration, what they call it, or partnership, it's a business transaction, you guys. And you get something out of it, the brand gets something out of it, but also the creator should be getting something out of it as well. You sending me your product to promote is not payment. And I have to respond time and time again. So I want to just give you guys an example of an email that I sent. And honestly, I watch Modern Millie, and Modern Millie has a great template of what you could send to a brand to decline an offer without like ripping apart the business relationship. And also, I think the more you stand up for yourself, the more the brand respects you, and they respect the caliber that you're setting in the bar you're setting for yourself and your content. And I also think it tells them that you take your work and yourself very, very seriously, and that they can trust that whatever you create, you're gonna put the time and energy into it. And let me just give you guys an example. And I'm sharing this with you guys because I am completely transparent on my channel. I am not one of those people who are like, oh, you know, no, I love this product, go buy it, blah, 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 and just trying to collect dollars in the background off of y'all. I'm really like, and also I think there's other people out there trying to get into it, and it would be good to know kind of how it works. Okay, so I had a brand reach out to me, which I've actually worked with this brand before in the past, but when I worked with them, I didn't have any experience. So I was trying to gain experience, and I said, I'm just gonna have to collaborate with these people for free, just so I could get some type of experience on my media kit. So I worked with them before, and they were really pretty good brand to work with, but I didn't get compensated for it. Like, they just sent me some free items that I picked out, which I was kind of like, ugh, I hate that I have to do this. But at the same time, like I said, I hadn't had any experience doing any type of influencer marketing or collaboration. So I just wanted to gain the experience. Okay, so I'm gonna read you guys this one because these people have been on me. They keep emailing me, and I keep sending them my influencer media kit. They say that they're willing to pay, but they don't really, when it comes down to discussing a rate, they don't want to get to it. And it says, hi there, hope this email finds you well. This is blank from blank team. Blank is a blah 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 blah. They talk about their team. We offer da 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 da. Just noticed your social media pages and highly appreciate your impressive content. I believe that you are absolutely the best candidate to working with blank, and your inspiration can encourage more audiences to explore new versions of themselves, more fashionable and more confident. If you are interested or have any further questions, please feel free to let me know. Then I can offer you more details. Have a great day. Mind you, the header says the name of the brand, X whatever, me, Pink Paper Doll, paid collab, okay? This email does not have anything about the details of the collaboration in it. It just says what the brand is about and that they're interested in collabing. Most emails, starter emails, come like that. Now we're about to get into the meat of the email, right? So I send back, hi blank, thank you for reaching out. I'm interested. I have attached my media kit for your review. What do you have in mind for collaborations? It's like, just get to it. I try to keep it short and simple and sharp and to the point, because right off the bat, I can already tell when people are meandering me when they send me like long novels of stuff with actually no information in it. So I just felt like there was a lot said in the previous email, but not any real tangible information. Like, this is what we would like you to do, and this is what we're offering. What do you think? You know? So let me get to the point. What do you have in mind for the collaboration? Hi, dear, which whenever I get like something like this, hi, dear, or something like that, I can tell that it's not American brand right off the bat. I did do my research and look up the brand as well. Not a huge brand, you guys, but kind of like an up and coming brand, okay? They said, well noted your media card. Since it's our first collab, hope you can offer us some type of discounts, which I do, you guys. If a brand wants to do multiple services, like they want me to post on multiple platforms, like we want you to do 3 shorts and this and that, I will offer a discount. They says besides 4 pairs of eyeglasses as PR gifts, and we like to offer you $50 content fee and a 15% off discount code for your followers. $50? $50. Okay. Hope you can have the below content. So this is what they want. They want 1 YouTube dedicated video. They want me a dedicated try on video. And then they want a creative TikTok video. So they want 2 videos for $50, both dedicated videos. Now, if you guys don't know the difference, I think I explained this before, but a dedicated video is a video that's all about the brand, kind of like a commercial, okay? It's centered around the brand, all right? A integration content or integration video is where maybe you already have a video idea or whatever. Maybe you don't. It doesn't matter. You might create the video. It doesn't matter. It's where you integrate the brand or the product into the content. Instead of saying, hi, this video is sponsored by Tesla, and today I'm going to take you guys on a tour of my car. That's like a dedicated video. It's all about Tesla. It's all about the car. An integration video would be me in a vlog showing a shot of my Tesla. You see what I'm saying? So integration videos, you don't charge as much for that. You charge less, obviously, because it's not about the car. It's not a commercial for the car. It's just, it's kind of like a shout out. You kind of show the car. Okay, so they want dedicated 2 on 2 separate platforms, which, wait a second, that's a lot of work. And it says, if this collab receives, positive results, we may have future collabs with you with a more of a budget. Please let me know if you're interested in this offer. And also, for a better understanding of us, here's some like our social media pages and things like that to check out. Okay. I said, hi, blank. I can give you I'm not going to say the discount I gave because I don't want other brands, this is a negotiation thing. So I don't really like to talk numbers too specifically. So I said, hi, blank, I can give you a blank discount for both services. It was a really good discount. Okay, you guys, please see the rates below. And I say, unfortunately, I don't accept brand products as a form of payment for promotional content. My rate for dedicated content is blank. And $50 is too far below my rate, especially for multiple videos on multiple platforms. Please understand these videos take a lot of time and energy to create, and $50 wouldn't be worth it for me. Also, since this is our first time working together, I have no guarantee of future collaborations with you, so it's important that I'm compensated for the work that I do now, okay? I'm open to working out some kind of discount. That being said, I can offer, and I gave them a total after discount for both videos. Let me know what you think. And then I did a little breakdown at the bottom of the page with what they asked for. So I just highlighted and copied what they asked for, and then I put the price for what they asked for, and then I showed the discount and the total after the discount, and I said thank you very much. This one was I was a little bit more sharper with them. I kind of explained to them why I needed to be compensated appropriately, only because they did offer, and it says paid collaboration, they did offer to pay actual US dollars, and some of these brands don't. I'll read you guys another one where they don't. I had this one brand that I actually worked with before, and it really actually a pretty popular brand, but not popular enough for me to work for free. And they were like, they were gaslighting me, saying, oh, you're so great and blah, 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 blah. And I had already did it for them before for free. And when first time I did it for free, I told them, like, I'm going to do this for free because it's our first time working together and I want to build a relationship with you. But just letting you know, I don't normally do this. And in the future, if you want to continue working together, we need to discuss payment. And they said, okay, yeah, that's fine. I did the little promotional thing. They loved it. They came back and said, we love what you did. We had great feedback from it. Can we do another collaboration with you? Like, it wasn't even a week later, they came back asking for another collaboration. And when we started getting into the details of everything, they just came down to, yeah, we don't feel like we want to pay you because, let me read it to y'all. Let me actually read it to y'all. So they're like, hi there. Thank you so much for getting back to me. At this time, I can offer you only a gifted collaboration. So a gifted collaboration is pretty much what I told you guys before. It's where the brand wants to give you product to promote and it wants to say, the product that we gave you to promote, you can keep it. So that's your payment. I don't want the product you gave me. I didn't reach out to you and say, hey, can I get free product? No, you're reaching out to me asking me to do something for you. So you need to compensate me for that. When is the brand's going to get that their product is not a form of payment? It is not a payment. If you want to send me product to promote and you want me to mail the product back to you, I will gladly mail the product back to you. But your product is not payment. That's just wrong. It's so wrong. He says, at this time, I can offer you only a gifted collaboration, meaning we'll send you a couple of pieces of jewelry in exchange for content. To be totally transparent, we offer paid collaborations only if the creator has an average of over 5,000 views per video on YouTube in the last 2 months. It's our threshold to make sure that we have a responsible investment. Okay, so understanding that, brands need to understand that me getting paid for the work that I do is a threshold that I have to make sure that the investment of my time and energy going into creating the content is there. You know what I mean? Like, I get you guys are trying to make sure that the investment is there for you on your end, but what about the investment for the content creator? So I'm just supposed to use all my expensive equipment, all of my time, all of my energy into creating something to promote you. But what about my investment and my time? What about that? So he says, also, I just wanted to mention that we do not want to make this in any way unfair. Well, you just told me how great of a job I did last time. And I did such of a great job that you want me to do it again. You want me to work again for free. But in the same breath, you also told me you don't want to pay me. And then in the same breath, you said you want to make sure that I understand that in not any way are you not trying to be unfair. Well, that is unfair. I am working for you. I am doing work for you. I'm not doing this out of the, like, because I feel like, oh, I want to promote this brand for free. It's work. So, like, I'm just like, okay, you're contradicting yourself sentence after sentence. So he says, also, I just want to mention that we do not want to make this in any way unfair for you and your work. Well, you did. When you said you didn't want to pay me, you made it unfair. It's just a policy that we have for now. And I hope that we can work around it because we'd love to collaborate together. Please let me know what you think. I did write a reply. I did not send the reply because, to be honest with you guys, I wrote the reply out of anger. And I felt like that's not how you do business. You never do business with emotion. So I'd never sent the reply. And I think that that was the best option for me because after that, he did send me another email asking me for an update. When you are ready to work with me and your brand has a budget for my type of influence, then let me know. And he could have said, I cannot give you the budget that we offer the people who have the 5,000 views per video, but I can work something out. Let's see what we can work out. He didn't even want to lowball me. He was just like, we're not doing that at all. So I understand. Anyways, here was my reply. I said, hi blank, thank you for your transparency. Unfortunately, I don't usually accept brand products meant for promotion as a form of payment for work being done. To be totally transparent with you, I may do a free trial collab with a brand once, meaning I'll promote the products for free in one video, and if it works out, we discuss a business deal where I'm compensated going forward, which is what we discussed the first time I collabed with them. Remember, you guys, I collabed with them and I did it for free already. That was our trial period. Now here you're coming back saying, oh, well, do another one as a trial period. No. So I said, although I understand your policy, I have to be fair to myself and my work. Okay, this is just my practice to ensure that the investment of my time and work going into creating and promoting your brand is compensated for. I hope you can understand my position, and maybe we can work together again in the future when I meet your paid collaboration requirements. Thank you so much for your time. So anyways, I don't want to get into a long rant as I just did, but I had to get that off of my chest because I literally spent the whole day yesterday going back and forth with people. Like, I kid you not, at least 25 brands going back and forth with them with the same type of conversation. And I wanted to give you guys an example of the way you can reply to something like that without coming off rude or like, oh, we wouldn't want to work with her again. But also making your point saying, I have standards, I'm worth a certain amount, I have value, and I want to be respected. And if that's something you don't want to work with, then I totally understand, and you're not the brand that I want to work with. And it's nothing wrong with that. And I think you have to be willing to walk away from things in order to get what you want. If you take everything, you're going to be taking in trash as well. And I just don't want to do that. I also want to have value around me. I also want to have a certain level of quality, not just to the work that I do and the content that I produce, but also in business. And I want to be respected in business. And that's just disrespectful what they were doing. So I had to shut it down. If you want to make it a little bit shorter of an email, like not as long, because the example I just gave you guys was kind of longer because me and him had been going back and forth for weeks. So it was a little bit more things that needed to be said, but just a blanket email that I have now written up, copy, and I paste and send it. Every single time I already see the road they're going down, I'm like, nope, this isn't for me. I say, hi doll, thank you so much for reaching out. I would love to partner with you. Unfortunately, I don't do influencer marketing on a commission basis. This is for when people ask me to do like commissioned work, because I don't do that. If you want to do commission work, you can, that's fine. You do get compensated, but not for the content you produce. You get compensated for the clicks, like how many people purchase an item. I personally just don't do that. And I said, unfortunately, I don't do influencer marketing on a commission basis. I have attached my media kit with rates. I normally charge per piece of content created. This is to ensure I'm being compensated for the work of creating the content. I'm willing to negotiate a rate within your budget. Does your team currently have a budget for influencer marketing? Looking forward to hearing from you soon. So that's how I flip that. What brands should ideally do if they've seen an influencer saying that? They should ideally be like, okay, we're not going to get away with not paying them, but we might be able to get away with not paying them as much as somebody else. So maybe we can work out a lower budget with them. Not $50 though, because that's just disrespectful. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and take pictures of the products that I need to sell on POSHMARK. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all this. I forgot to tell you guys this. But I did, in fact, wear this bag yesterday out to go to 7-Eleven, and I love it. I was just kind of like, oh no, I don't want to sell it. I want to keep it. I just want to try it and see how it hung. My only issue with it is the strap is a little long, but oh my God, it's such a good, like the perfect running errand bag. It's so cute. I already took a picture of this one, so I just need to package that up.
So I ran out of space on my memory card, but the stove is completely cleaned now. It feels so much better in here. Honestly, you guys, I cannot stand living with a man. I love my roommate, but he never sees the little things, like the little dirty things. He only cleans like the dishes and the trash, and stuff like the stove just really irritate me. Also, just quick side note, this is what it's like, girls, to live with a man, okay? This is what it's like. Beer cans, beer bottles all over the house randomly. It's so freaking annoying, I swear. I have to get my shit together so I can get on my own. We are going to go ahead and wash my hair. I'm actually going to wash it in the kitchen sink, and then I'm going to clean it out. I know for some people that might be a little bit unsanitary, but for me, I've been doing this for years, and it's just what works best because the kitchen sink has like the spray handle, whereas my shower does not. So I don't really get to spray my hair or rinse my hair that well when I'm in the shower. But these are the shampoo and conditioner I'm going to be using today in my hair. And Pinky just hopped her little stuff up here. That's what you guys saw, that little tail. But yeah, I'm just going to wash and condition my hair. I do have to go to work tonight, so I kind of want to wash, condition, and blow dry my hair out. I just need to get all of this stuff from the wedding out of my hair. Yes, you guys, it's been a week and it's still there because I haven't washed my hair. I've been trying to hang in there, but I literally can't hang in there any longer. So yes, let's go wash my hair. Okay, you guys, so don't mind the shower. I have my ring light in there. Okay, so I just got done washing my hair. I still have like some conditioner in it because my hair is really dry and I like to let it sit in my hair for 15 minutes. The bottle does say to let it sit for 3 minutes and then rinse it out, but I just let it sit for 15 minutes as my hair really needs some moisture put back into it. I was going to blow out my hair because I haven't blown it out in a while, but I'm torn because I'm feeling like I really don't want to because the curl pattern is popping. For once in my life, my curl pattern looks so good and I really like it. And I kind of want to take some like snapshots, like headshots for my agency. They asked for that, so I'm kind of like, do I want to, should I wait to blow it out and just get those shots first? And also, I just don't want to mess up the curl pattern, because if you're a curly hair girl, you know, once you start putting heat and stuff on your hair, it just messes up the curl pattern and then it looks weird and it's hard to get that pattern back. And I just really love it. I don't want to mess it up. Boy, the shrinkage is real, y'all, because like my hair legitimately here, you see that it actually comes down to there, okay, but it shrunk. I don't know, I really like the curl pattern. I don't want it to mess up. Maybe what I can do is like just wait until tomorrow before I blow it out. I'm looking at it, I'm like, I really don't want to blow it out at all. Like, I do want to blow it out because I want to wear wigs this week to protect my hair, because I have my hair out the entire trip. And I put all types of like styling creams and mousses in them and all types of manipulations. So I kind of just want to give my hair a break and do the blowout and braid it down and put it under a wig at least for a week or so until I get braids. I don't know, y'all, but yeah, the hair is clean and I'm not entirely sure what else we're going to get into. I will definitely pick you guys up when it's something exciting, which is like never, so I don't even know why. Pinky, she's there, y'all. We gonna get her on camera too. There she is, y'all. Pinky, we gonna get you. What are you doing, Pinky? Hi, girl. Say hey. Say hi, everybody. We missed it, you guys. When I tell you guys that life in this week since after this trip has just been kicking your girl down, I'm talking about like this week has been whooping my A, you guys. All I'm trying to do is a reset. I'm just trying to get back to a normal routine, but I'm also still looking for jobs, you guys know. So as you can see, today is another day. I got my big cup of black tea because I'm gonna need it today. Okay, I woke up at around 9 o'clock ish. I worked late last night, didn't get home until after 1 a.m. Tell me why, you guys. I don't even know what this vlog is gonna be called. It's supposed to be a reset, but to be honest, there's a lot going on in it. Tell me why. You remember I told you a story the other day about the people who came to my job and had a gun? Tell me why the girlfriend came back to the job. Yes, she came back in screaming and yelling, saying that she was going to sue the security. She wanted to know the girl who was security at the front door who called the police because she wants to know their names because she's going to sue them. It's giving 48 hours. It's giving law and criminal intent. It's giving true crime. It's giving I need to place a restraining order. It's giving no, I don't want to work here anymore. That's what it's giving. Because if somebody can come in, rob the place at gunpoint, well, it technically wasn't at gunpoint. I think he got charged for concealing a firearm and her boyfriend and theft and a bunch of few other things. But I don't know if they charged him for armed robbery because technically I think they said that he didn't point the gun at anybody. He was just threatening with the gun and he showed the gun, but he didn't actually pull it out. No, he had it out, but he didn't point it at anybody. It was like some weird blurry lines to what he got charged with and why he got charged with what he did, because you have to do specific things to get charged. I don't know, y'all. I'm not a police. I'm not a detective. I should call my brother and ask. But they came back. Well, not them. The girlfriend who was with them. So there was 4 of them, if you guys remember. A couple that was 2 males and then another couple that was male and female. Well, the female came back to the store. Let me tell you guys, all of the associates were freaking scared. Even the security, the 2 security guys that were there, they're scared. They're like, oh my God, no, this is dangerous. I don't want to work here anymore. 2 other people are asking for transfers. My friend, the girl who pretty much got attacked by the girlfriend, not physically, but she was very threatening, saying she was going to fight her and beat her up and stuff. That girl is like so traumatized. She pretty much called me and told me, hey, do you know the girlfriend came back? Y'all, I am just like freaked out because I'm like, you don't know if these people are going to wait in their cars. They know the hours of the store. They know when we open. They know when we close. They know when we get off work. You don't know if they're going to be waiting like right there at the exit. There's only one exit that we exit out of when we leave. All of us. And you don't know if they're going to be waiting out there for you and pop you real quick and drive out. You don't know. Okay? I'm sorry, guys. Just the thought of this just like really just did something to me. I'm just like, these past few days, honestly, I woke up kind of just like, I need to change my life because I shouldn't be at a place that's putting me in a position like this. Anyways, yesterday, I tried to keep my head on straight. I cleaned the stove. After I was cleaning the stove, I ran out of space on my memory card, and I have so much to edit that I really didn't have enough space to film anymore. So I did that. After that, I just worked on editing, and then I just did applications. I just kept filling out job applications, you guys. I was like, I have to get out of here. Like, I will figure the rest out later, but I really need to get out of where I am at right now because this is just not my vibe. It's not my vibe. It's not my vibe. So I did hear back from 2 places today. One was an email. I think one was from ZipRecruiter and the other one's from LinkedIn, I believe. For the girlies who are out there like job hunting and stuff right now, tell me, is it just me or like did applying for a job become like this long, tedious, drawn out thing where there's like 5 interview processes just to get hired? You know what I mean? It's like so much you have to do. Before, you could fill out an application, give them your resume and your cover letter, and if they were interested, HR would call you in for an interview. Tell me why one of the places hit me up and was like, hi, we're really interested in you. We are starting our pre-screening interviews. What is a pre-screening interview, baby? What is a pre-interview?
So you're telling me I need to pre-interview before the interview, and then after that interview, I have to pre-interview. Then I have to interview. And then after that, I meet with my ideal supervisor, interview with them, and then interview with their boss. And interview. It's like 5 different interviews to get a job. Like, after we've already gone through the steps of reaching out to the employers, getting you a resume, getting you a cover letter, filling out your application, which was 13 pages, okay? Like, to me, it's just getting a bit ridiculous. Anyways, they reached out and they said that they're starting their pre-screening interviews and that they wanted me to watch a pre-training video. What is a pre-training video? I haven't been hired. Am I watching anything to do with training? And they said that basically this video is just to explain the role, what you would be doing, also talk about how much you would be getting paid, and all of that stuff. So you come to the pre-interview with this knowledge already in mind. Gotcha. So what's the point of the interview then? If we have a pre-interview, like, what's the point of that? What's the point of the pre-interview? Because I have a pre-screening for the pre-interview. Girl. Then they told me I also had they had a list of, like, a checklist of things you had to do before the pre-interview. So you have to watch this training video. You have to log in and be present in, like, a physical, actual Zoom meeting style presentation from whoever's giving it from this company. Okay. Then they're like, you also have to take pre-screening tests. And I'm like, okay, what pre-screening test? When you say that to me, that sounds like a drug test. Okay, fine. I could take a pre-screening test. That's a drug test. It's not a drug test, you guys. It's actually things that they want to test you on. So one of the tests is, I think the first test is a typing test. What do I need to do a typing test for a project manager role? A lot of people these days use ChatGPT and all type of talk text apps. People don't even type like that. So I'm like, why do I need to type a million words a minute? Why does that even matter? Wait a second. Like, I can understand if it was a role for typing, like a typing position. It's not that. Why are you testing me on typing? I'm just like, these are the type of things. What that tells me is the company might be a little too old for me, old school for me. I'm definitely looking more for, like, younger vibes, startup vibes, people who are use technology, you know? This is just giving very much old vibes. I have to take a typing test. I'm just like, it's too much, okay? I'm sorry. I'm just thinking, like, do I want to do it or no? And then, you guys, I get a text from another company like, hey, we received your resume and I just want to let you know that we have went ahead and sent to you an email and want you to keep a lookout for it because it may go to your spam account. And that was pretty much all they sent me. And I'm like, okay, awesome. Hopefully, I sent out quite a few, I filled out quite a few applications yesterday. So I'm happy to at least be hearing back from 2. I'm going to check my email and see more. But I'm just like, I don't know. I feel so defeated in a way because I'm like, you jump through hula hoops just to apply for the job and be, you know, qualified for the job. Then after you do that, you have to jump through more hula hoops to jump through more hula hoops to jump through more hula hoops before you can even get a chance to interview for the job. Like a pre-screening test, a pre-interview, then you have an interview with HR, then you have an interview with the supervisor, then if they like you, you have an interview with their boss. It's like, what is going on? This is like a week of like trying to get a job. Like, what? Does my experience matter at all? Does my education matter at all? Does anything that I put on my resume matter at all to you? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm being really, really pessimistic. I'm going to try to stay positive and say it's a good sign that at least they reached out to me. Because I really need to get out of this other place, like ASAP Rocky. Anyway, let's kind of get back on track with the reset. I just wanted to give you guys that quick update about the job hunting and where it's at and what I'm doing. But let's kind of go back into reset mode. I have, well, Bunny, my roommate, bought a scratching post, like a long, tall scratching pet tower that pretty much goes pretty close to the ceiling, but not quite because we have really tall ceilings in the living room. He bought this for Pinky, and while I was out of town, he tried to install it, and I love him, but he is not a builder. He is not Bob the Builder. Like, do not ask this man to build nothing, okay? I am a better builder than he is. Listen, girl, when we moved in here, what he did to that living room wall to get that TV on that wall, and it was still crooked, girl, I can't. Don't ask him to build furniture. Don't ask him to install nothing, baby, because it's gonna probably be done wrong and fall apart. Like, one time he ordered a bookcase and he's putting it together, and he came to me and he's like, oh, the bookcase is done, and then he's like, I don't know what all these parts are. Babe, if you have a bunch of screws, if you got over 3 screws and all of these pieces, that bookcase is not put together. That bookcase is gonna fall. And it did. Yeah, that's just the kind of builder he is. Like, he'll build something, but he'll still have a lot of pieces left over. And it's like, and this is what happened with the pet tower. You would think building a cat tower is pretty simple. Now, I've built quite a few, so even the most complicated ones, I kind of know how they work now, so I can figure it out. But this is his first time actually building like a pet tower. So, girl, it was so many pieces and screws and nuts and bolts. I'm like, I don't think we should let Pinky get on this. Because I'm almost positive you shouldn't have this many screws and this many pieces left over. And he's like, oh, they sent me the wrong piece. This piece isn't that piece. And some piece don't fit into another piece. I'm pretty sure he built it wrong. So I want to take it and deconstruct it and take it all down and rebuild it for Pinky. So that's one of the things I do want to try to get done today. I don't know if I'll have time to do it though, because I am currently editing a video. It is the Chicago vlog, and you guys, it's taking me a little bit of time to edit it. I knew it would, but yeah, so I'm currently editing that, so I'm kind of I kind of want to just pound that out and get that out of the way. But at some point I'm gonna work on that pet tower. Maybe not today, but at some point in this video we are going to get to that pet tower. I think that's pretty much it, you guys. I just wanted to check in for the next day and let you guys know we are still rocking it out. We are still going strong. Oh, that's what I want to talk to you guys about. There has been something that's been weighing on my mind. It's been weighing on my mind for a really long time. Okay, and I'll just tell you to sum it all up. Remember I did that life update and I talked about the era of change that I was going through? I'm still going through that. And I feel the small little pins starting to move. And I had this idea in my mind that I'm not going to say it right here now, of something that I was thinking of doing. Okay, I have this idea in my mind. And I've just been sitting on it for the longest time. And it's more or less like a life change type of thing, like a reinvention of myself. And this thing is connected to smaller things that I'd have to do. Like, I would have to change so much of my life in order to do this, have this big thing that I want, like so much. So there's like little bitty things attached to it. So I've been thinking on it because I'm like, ooh, you know, considering like if I do this, I'll have to change that. And if I want to do that, I'll have to change this. So I've just been thinking about it. And y'all, I don't know, universe, God, whatever you believe in, I got the confirmation, babes. I got the confirmation. And it came in the form of my fortune cookie, okay, at Panda Express. I am not kidding y'all. Because I was sitting there and I was just having like the worst day. This was actually the day that the whole robbery situation happened. And I was on my lunch. Was it that day? No, it was the day before the robbery situation. And I was on my lunch, girl. And I was sitting out there and I was just like, I have to get out of here. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really just want to change my life. I really just want to start over. And I've had this feeling for a really long time. And I told you guys about it. I remember mentioning it, saying I felt like this before. When I originally moved from Chicago to LA, I had the same strong, like, a feeling like I need to go. Not go, but I need a big life change. And that's just how I am. I'm the type of person where I need change. I don't like constant consistency, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, you can have consistency, but not constantly the same thing over and over again. You have to, like, flip it up a little bit for me. That fortune cookie said, the thing you've been thinking on, now's the time to do it. That's what that fortune cookie said. It said the thing that you have been thinking about, now is the time to do it. Make the move. Do it. And I said, God, universe, whoever you are, these signs, what do you mean? Because there's like 10 things that I've been thinking about. And it's like, is it 10 things? Or is it one big thing and there's 10 things, 10 small things attached that you have to change, that are needle movers, that you have to do in order to have that big thing? And I was like, and I read it again, and it said the thing you've been thinking about doing, now's the time to do it. Now. And yes, you guys, I do believe in these fortune cookie things. I do, because just like I would believe in any type of sign I feel like I would see throughout my life, it's not a magical thing. It's nothing like that to me. Even if it's just a consciousness of my higher self or me projecting that into the fortune cookie, if you know what I mean. Like, I want to read something like that. I want to have something like that. So I attracted something like that to myself. Even if it's just that. That's enough for me, baby. Higher self, whatever, Holy Ghost, whatever you want to call it. The higher me is saying, baby, move. Now's the time. Girl, don't wait another second. Life is crazy. If I told y'all just like a little bitty bit, just a tiny little bit of the experiences that I've had, y'all would probably choke. Like, what that happened to you? Like, I swear to you, my life is like a movie. The things that I experienced, I can't speak on it. What am I saying right now? I'm tired. I need to go finish editing this video and put this cat tower up. But yeah, I just wanted to chat with y'all and get some thoughts off my chest. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this in the video, because I look a hot mess and it's just like, it's too raw. It might be too raw for y'all, so I might not keep it in. But I love you guys. I'm gonna say hi and let's get back into a resetting. So it's a few days later. It is Monday and I stopped filming because I got kind of tied up with work. Yesterday was crazy. We had so many people call out that they ended up calling me and asking me if I could work the floor, like actually be out on the floor working like as a cashier and stuff. So I went in to help out, and then it was just like a cluster mess. Like, it was so busy and just there was like no employees working in the store. It was the weirdest, oddest thing. So they asked me to stay. They asked me to come in at 12 and I stayed until 8:45 p.m. Yeah, remind me never to say yes to anything like that ever again. But yeah, I went because I need the money. But anyways, and today is Monday. It's July 1st, so happy July. And I'm honestly just like in shock. I'm not ready for July. I'm like, what is happening? I'm not ready for this. Oh my God, we're like halfway through the year already. And you guys, honestly, I'm gonna need the girlies with the Halloween stuff to just chill. Like, calm down, because all of the Halloween stuff is just making me feel like, can we get through summer, y'all? Like, even Michael's has Halloween decor. I'm just like, hold on. Like, can we take a deep breath for a minute? It's like, I feel like it's borderline, like, cute. But if you do it too early, it's like, if you do it early enough, it's like, oh, she's on her game. She's on her stuff. But if you do it too early, it's almost annoying and, like, a little bit, like, I don't know. It's a little bit, like, it gives me the ick. It's like, why are you, like, we're in July, relax. Anyways, I did work on Pinky's new tower last night, so I'll show you guys where I ended. Bunny is right. I tried to re-put it back together like I told you guys I was going to do, and there's a part in there that just does not match properly. So we're going to try to find the part at a hardware store and put it together ourselves. But yeah, there's a piece of that whole entire kit that is missing. So that part. But I'll show you guys Pinky's tower and what it's looking like right now. I ended up having to move the plant over and moving the table over a little bit, and I think eventually we'll end up getting rid of that little bar table as well as the couch, because we have a lot of stuff that should be in storage but we just haven't put it in storage. And at some point we just need to get it together and do that. But yeah, I just got done doing Pilates, and now I think today is just going to be like an admin day for me, only because I worked so much yesterday. And even when I was doing Pilates, my left leg is in so much pain. I don't know why. I don't know if I stubbed my leg without noticing. So that part. But I did Pilates and it was good. I definitely need to work out more, because yeah, your girl is not like how she used to be. I low-key want to get coffee, but I just don't want to have a panic attack and have anxiety, because that's what happens every time I drink coffee. But I have a few job inquiries to reply back to. So a few of those came in. I just got a text actually this morning saying, hey, just wanted to make sure that you got our email reaching out to you to schedule an interview with you. So I'm gonna look into that. And then also I need to do my digital declutter today. So I already started wiping my SD cards. So I'll take all the footage off the SD cards, reformat them, and then organize that footage on my hard drives. I want to go to my TikTok, and also just, I think I might even private or delete my Zuri Hadia page, only because I don't go on there ever. And also I'm kind of over the whole wanting my face to be my content. You know what I mean? Like, some people, they want to be a star, they want to be an influencer, they want their face to be on it and in it, they want to be known. I'm kind of like, I don't really care about having my face on something. I just want to build something from the ground up that's creative, and I want my art and my work to speak for itself, or my talent. If it's acting, then it will be my talent to speak for itself, and not just like try to have a lot of friends and get popular online, if that makes any sense. So I want to be known for my talent and my art, not for just being, you know, a cute girl that has a lot of pink stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like as an actor, you have to have like social media as well. I don't know. But I'm trying to rebrand that whole situation. Anyways, we don't need to get into that rant. The point is, I need to go on there and decide if I want to keep it up, and if I don't, and if I do want to keep it up, how I want to rebrand it, how I want it to look, what do I want to do differently, and start implementing that stuff. But I think first step is to just start over and clean the board, and then we can start to piece together who is Zuri Hadia now, what does that look like, what's the vibe, what's the brand, who is she now? Because I feel like I have a lot of old stuff up that's just, honestly, y'all, it's just not me anymore. Like, it's not who I am anymore. So I want to do that, and I have been having such good luck with Instagram's algorithm now. I'm getting suggested things that I actually genuinely am interested in. Hi, Mamita. You done with your walk? Okay, I know, I take it off right now. She doesn't like her collar. Say hi, look. Mommy, say hi to people. Your friends are there. Okay, so sorry about that. I probably have hair on me. Anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing is just digital decluttering a lot. I did wash and blow dry my hair in this video. I think I did. And this is what happened. This is what happened. I woke up like this. Okay, I really did. I rolled out of bed. I had my hair in a bun at first. But then as I started working out, I started getting heated. And I think like the you know, the humidity, because it's really hot in LA right now, just started poofing out my hair. And this is exactly what happens. So when people ask me like, oh my god, I love your natural hair, I'm like, girl, wear your natural hair out more. I feel y'all. I love my natural hair too. I love my natural hair when it actually works, like when it actually has like its defined curls and it looks cute and it's just doing what it does casually. I don't like my hair when I have to like fight it, okay? And I feel like my whole life, every time I want to do something to my hair, I gotta like, and I'm just like, ugh, I can't be doing that every day because it takes me like 2-3 hours just to get a bun. That's crazy. And at some point today, I'm gonna need to shower. How about that? But I think this video is almost coming to a close. Oh, I also need to make my protein smoothies. I've been on them, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, the protein's been making me bloated. Oh, hold on, y'all. I don't play around with flies. Oh, I can't stand flies. Okay, let me go because I have to kill this fly and I don't want to commit murder on camera. But he's about to die. Are you kidding me? Let me go ahead and take you guys actually. And again, don't mind the way I look, okay? Like, this is me after I've worked out. So, let me show you guys. I just moved the plant over. If you guys remember, the plant was on this side. I just hung it over there. This is the hole that Bunny made. I don't know how he did that because the wall is like a metal, something metal in here, and he drilled through it. I don't know how he did that. But I'm going to touch this hole up, and there's also some other holes that I need to touch up, so I'm just going to do it all together. But I moved the plant from this side over here. I don't like it over here, but this is really the only place the tower could go. And then we put a screw in there to hold it up against the wall. And look, I put a cute little bow. Isn't that so cute? Hey girl, you show them your tower. You guys let me know, what can I do to stop my mirrors from being foggy? Like, I wash them with Windex. Like, why are they fogging up after I wash them? Help. Okay, you guys, we are in my office and we have graduated from a smoothie to a oat milk chai latte, and I only made half a glass with lots of ice because that chai, the Tazo like ready-made chai tea, actually has sugar in it, and I thought it was like unsweetened and I was gonna add agave, but turns out it has sugar. So I don't want to drink too much sugar because you guys know, even from because if you guys remember, my goal is to like get completely off of sugar, and I've almost weaned myself off of it, and I'm only doing like agave and a little bit of honey. As you guys can see, I put on a t-shirt. I stepped it up a little bit, and then I just put on my little hair band because I just want to hold my hair back. I don't want to put it up though because all day yesterday it was in a tight slick back bun, and I just want to let my hair do what my hair wants to do every once in a while, because I've noticed giving my hair the freedom to just operate in its natural state actually has helped my hair flourish. And also just for the sake of my scalp, like being pulled like that, oh, it just feels so good when, ooh girl, when you have it just free to do whatever the heck it wants. Like, so many people ask me like hair advice. I wouldn't consider myself like a hair enthusiast or anyone who knows a lot about hair, because I don't. And I also wouldn't consider myself to have super healthy hair, because I don't have super healthy hair. It is a lot healthier than it was before, but it's not super healthy. There's a lot of damage and trauma that is still occurring with my hair. So I wouldn't necessarily give you guys any like tangible real advice. I would just give you like my opinion, And honestly, what I've learned is less is more. Doing less to your hair, putting less in your hair is so much better for your hair. Letting it just do its own thing sometimes, girl, just give it a day where you're in the house, you're not doing anything, and just let your hair do whatever it wants to do. But that's what today is. Right now though, I was just filling out my summer bucket list because I realized, oh my god, it's July already and I don't have a summer bucket list. So I've been filling that out. I might do a whole video. You guys let me know if you would be interested to see that. Like, or should I just share it in this video? And I'm also working on creating my July schedule. I also have to fill out my short form content. As you guys can see, in June I had a goal to post everyday short form content. That did not happen at all, girl. I barely posted once or twice. That's just what I'm doing, and I already started my fall and winter content planning. I actually started it in January, so I already have a list of what I want. I just have to continue to add to that list and update that list. So I'm gonna look over the fall content really quickly, only because we're halfway through the year already, and I know fall and winter is gonna pop up quicker than I expected, and I'd rather have that stuff kind of already not in the works but being prepped, if you know what I mean. And I think also just seeing people post fall content in July is also making me feel like, oh my god, I need to get ready for fall. But I have to remind myself that I am on my own time clock. I am doing my own thing. I am not a part of other stuff. I am my own thing. So I'm gonna focus on me and my plans and my goals and what I want to do. Oh, look at this. I have a July reset. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, we did do that. I am checking off tasks that I had to do because I made a July reset list. Oh, you guys, you know what else I forgot? We do need to build our mood board, our Pinterest mood board. I actually already started that. It's like 100 pins already on there, you guys. I just took the June mood board and revised it. So if you guys saw the June mood board on my Pinterest, you could just go back there and click the July mood board and mood board, and you'll see my July mood board. But yeah, that's kind of already up as you guys are seeing this video. But I made a July reset list. So I have installed the pet tower, already did that, and unpack from my Chicago trip, or we already did that. Wash my hair and blow dry it out, y'all, we already did that. Rebranding, that is for something specific. I haven't started that. That's kind of what I talked a little bit about earlier. We might get into it today. I'm not going to show you guys exactly me as I'm doing it. You guys can see, if you follow those pages, what changed. Create my July mood board, we already did that. I just need to share that. And then my June reflections, we're going to do that later in this vlog. I'm going to probably do that towards the end when we do the grocery haul and stuff like that, like towards the end of the video. I needed to deep clean a few things, so the stove was one. I already did that. I also wanted to wipe down the window sills because there's a lot of dust and spider webs. So I just feel like if we do a project every day or every week, it'll be a better way of maintaining and keeping the house clean, because me and Bunny both have severe allergies. So I want to try to keep things a little bit cleaner. Clean the bathroom, I already did that. Take some talent headshots. I don't know if we're going to get to that in this video, but that is on the list. Submit to the talent managers, we already did that. Oh, she's in there. I'm sorry, you guys. Buddy was there. I was talking to him. You guys are probably like, who the heck is she talking to? No, he was looking for Pinky, so I was telling him she's in the room. There's some boxes in the hallway that I need to put away. So we still have a lot to do. Okay, so, and then also laundry, which I already did. I did that after I unpacked. I needed to post the Poshmark listings, and I did. I'm sorry about that. He's talking to Pinky, you guys. Just please ignore it. And then I also needed to, I did this. I needed to revise a thumbnail that I did not like on my page, and I still don't like it, but it's better. Oh yeah, and then I need to do my digital declutter. That's not even on this list, so let me add that. Digital declutter. We always do a digital declutter. I try to do that every single time I do a reset, because even with my phone, I need to declutter my phone. I have so many pictures and photos and videos from the wedding, and obviously I don't really need all of those photos and all of those videos. I need to go through them and see the ones I like. I need to edit the ones I like. I need to put them in a folder. I need to put them on a hard drive and get them off of my phone. That's the one thing I really need to do. I need to make sure that I declutter my phone, because my phone is just no. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So I'm gonna go ahead, drink some of my tea, finish. I'm gonna first look at this email about this interview, and then yeah, I'm gonna just work on some admin stuff. Oh, that kind of sucks, because you guys have a video that's supposed to go up on Wednesday. Okay, well, it is what it is. Oh crap, I forgot about this. There is a video that I have to add the timestamps on that I forgot. So I need to go in and do that as well. Okay, let me get to work. I have to get off this camera, y'all, because otherwise I will just be on here talking to you guys forever and nothing will get done. I love y'all, but I have to get my work done. So I will see y'all later. Hey you guys, so I don't know if you can see me, but I almost finished my July calendar for content, and I was working on ideas for my ZTV or my Zuri Hadia pages, like rebranding stuff, and I did some digital decluttering on my laptop. I need to do more. It's so cluttered. And then I'm also, at the same time, I'm one of those people who have a brain that works in a million different directions simultaneously. So I can literally be working on one project. I could literally be working on like 10 projects at once. And still, like, it's actually my preferred way to work, because it'll help keep me focused. I feel like when I only have one thing to focus on, it's so hard for me to just focus on one thing. Like, I'll have to turn on YouTube, I have to turn something else on so that I can focus on multiple things. I don't know why I'm like that, but honestly, I do my best work and I get a lot more done when I'm working on like multiple projects at once. I've tried to just focus on one thing, and my attention span, I can't do it. So I'm literally editing 2 videos at the same time right now, and it's not for the faint of heart, you guys. Like, not at all. Like, if you're somebody who is bad with doing multiple projects, you probably will shoot yourself, because I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. I would say, like, it's a lot going on, but I prefer to work this way. So I'm editing right now my hygiene routine. It's a hygiene routine and a haul at the same time, because I'm sharing with you guys new products that I just recently picked up, or restocked products, while also giving you my hygiene tips. Sorry you guys, that's my brother. Okay, well, because we're sharing information, because he's looking for a job as well right now, so we're like sharing information. Anyways, y'all didn't need to know that. Like, so yeah, I'm working on that, and while also editing my room refresh part 1, because I'm done filming it. I've been done. These are the videos that I told you guys back in my last vlog, where I was like, oh, I have projects that I want to edit and get up before I go on my trip. These are those videos that I'm trying to finally now boom, 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 bang out and get up, because I do work quite a few shifts this week, only because I took some other people's shifts, because it is a holiday week, 4th of July week, so a lot of people can't work. So I did take on other shifts. So I'm trying to take this day that I have off, probably the only day I have this today and Thursday, and then I work the rest of the week. I'm trying to take this day to really pound out this work as well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I just want to give you guys an update. I'm still sipping on my second chai tea. Pinky's taking a nap and Bunny went to the gym. He had some clients that he had to train, so he did that, and then he went to play with Pinky for a while and went to the gym. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to try to edit. I think if I can, I'm gonna try to get a video up today. It's a long video. I didn't expect it to be as long as it is, but I know that I'm a chatty person, so if I sit down to chat, obviously it's gonna be a long video, girl. I just hate, like, editing. Zuri really hates Pink Paper Doll. No, I'm just kidding. Editing Zuri, like, really hates Performance Zuri, because Performance Zuri will drag that ish out. She will chat till her life is over. And editing Zuri is like, girl, if you do not shut the F up so I can get to this next clip. And I can see how, like, editors and directors, when they're editing footage of, like, actors, they're like, oh my god, can this person please get their lines together, because it's taking me forever to, like, get a good clip of them to edit into the story. Who knows, you guys? Maybe by the end of all of this, I'll be like a great editor and I'll start doing freelance work as an editor, because honestly, the job hunting thing is really, today I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna try to fill out some more applications. I'm not wasting my time anymore. A lot of these jobs are ghost jobs, which are just companies posting things, and you might see them up for like a long period of time, or them repost the job over and over again. It says it has over 100 applicants, but you still haven't hired anybody. Yeah, it's a ghost job. It's a job where they're not really looking to hire anybody. They're just posting it for maybe internal reasons or external reasons. It could be a lot of reasons why, but there's a really informative video, by the way, that I just recently watched. If I can remember, I'll post it in my oh girl, I never remember, but if I can remember, I'll put it in the description box. Yeah, it's about why no one can find a job right now, even though supposedly there's so many more jobs out there. Why can't we find them? Why we are not getting hired? It's a bunch of BS, girl, and I'm quite frankly almost over it, and I'm about to just think about freelance and contracting and just stop wasting my time and hours of the day applying for these ghost jobs. Like, I'm not. I remember I told you guys a while back that I had an interview at this company and they pretty much just didn't show up. Somebody else I know, this is a common thing, but somebody else I know and a few other people I've seen on social media have been complaining about the same issue, that they will get an interview with a company and they will log into the Zoom interview and no one shows up. So it's not just me. Clearly, there's some type of weird crap going on with these companies. For one, they don't respect you. So I would never want to work somewhere where they would treat me like that. Like, just not show up. That doesn't even sound like professional. Why would I even want to work somewhere like that, you know? Anywho's, I'm going to get back to editing and I'm going to check back in with you guys later. I did order pizza last night. I think there's some leftovers, so I'll probably have that for lunch. It is about 1:40 exactly. I was trying to see if my job was going to call me in, but I feel like they've passed the threshold where I would want to go into work. You know, I was down to go in maybe earlier and work a few shifts, like if someone called off or whatever, and work a few shifts, like work an early shift and be off early. But now it's like, if they think they're gonna call me in to like close, I'm not gonna want to do that. I probably might. I just have to see how I feel, because I'm not feeling it today. I'm kind of just feeling like doing my reset and hanging out with y'all. That's honestly, I swear to y'all, you guys are like my best friends. I'm not even joking. I wish that was a joke. I wish I could tell you, no, I have this. No, you guys are like my best friends. Anyways, enough talking, and let me go ahead and edit. Okay.
Okay guys, so these are the boxes and bins that I had in the entryway, and they're pretty much full of stuff that I'm selling on POSHMARK and MERCARRI. So this is all of like accessories, bags and stuff like that, and then this is clothes. Now I've had some of this stuff listed for quite a while and it hasn't sold. So one of the things I'll do is, once it's up there for a while and no one's picking through it, I will look through some of this stuff to see if there's anything that can be donated or thrown away or gifted, or if there's anything in here I might be able to like repurpose, upcycle, and put back into my closet. So that's what I'm doing right now. I have been having the like DIY craft bug in me, and I wanted to try upcycling clothes as one of my new hobbies. So I have just been going through and picking out a few pieces that I think would be good to like upcycle and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing right now. Pinky just ate breakfast. Okay, so as you guys can see, this one's ripped. The bag actually has a hole somewhere in it, so it wouldn't keep the air out. That's also happened with a few other bags. I will say these are good to have, but be careful how you store them, because if the bags rip, and they're very sensitive, if they rip, it won't stay tight. Okay, so like those are good right now. This one actually just ripped on me by mistake. I was trying to push it into the closet and a little nail in the closet ripped the bag, so I have to get another jumbo bag to store that, and I cannot store it in that closet. I would say store it on like a shelf, or if you can, store it inside of like a bin. That would be best, because I did store the other 2 pillows inside of that bin with some other decor, so that worked out. I do feel like one of them are ripped though, because I kind of heard the plastic moving inside of the bin, and I was like, well, wait a second, we'll see. But this little tiger right here, this is what you need to watch out for if you're going to use the Space Saver bags. Do not let your little pets with claws touch the bags, because she literally have been sleeping on the bags, and I think that's part of the problem, because I'm pretty sure she ripped them up. Anyways, you guys, I did get majority of the space reorganized a little bitty bit. I still have to figure out what to do with this stuff. This is dry cleaning. I just need to remember to get it dry clean, that's all. This is stuff that was on my Poshmark, but I'm probably going to donate, because I'm just sick of having it on the Poshmark, and I'm not going to store it, and I'm not going to wear it because I just don't want it. So donation. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I do have these 2 bags left that I want to put some of these pillows inside of, so I'm gonna have that going on. And then I stored some extra bags that I have, the ones mainly that I'm selling, and then extra ones that I like use here and there. And then here's the stuff, the clothes that I'm selling. So that worked out pretty good. I am starving, so I'm actually probably, hi, there's me all the way over there. Can you see me? Yeah, I'm starving, you guys, so I'm actually gonna go and make myself something to eat. It's like 3 o'clock and I work tonight, so I really need to edit before I go anywhere. And yeah, so I'm gonna talk to you guys later, and I'm going to give you guys the grocery haul like really quick. So I have some individual popcorns. Love this stuff, really good source of fiber. And also, if you struggle with going to the bathroom, this is a good one. I've also been liking these little like nut packs. Now this is a little bit expensive. It's $7 for 7 of these little packs. Probably won't be purchasing those much longer, but I really wanted some nuts, so got those as a treat. If you don't know, now you know, the Oreo Thins are the best. I thought that the double stuff was the best because you get more frosting, but as I've gotten older, these Thins are so addicting, and we have the mint flavored one. I have this spring roll wraps because I want to make spring rolls. I think I may have told you guys this earlier. Oh, we haven't sat down and chat yet. We still need to sit down and chat about my goals and stuff, but I want to start making new recipes that I've never tried before. That's on my summer bucket list. So these spring rolls is something I want to try, so I got these. We're gonna see how they come out. Hawaiian sweet rolls because today is the day before 4th of July and I want to make some like chicken Hawaiian sliders, like either sweet habanero chicken sliders or something like that. I did go ahead and get some in the raw sugar. I am not proud of myself for this, but I use this for certain recipes that I cook with, and I don't want to use my agave because the agave is really expensive, and I use that for my tea and drinks and stuff and everything else pretty much. Some saltine crackers is just good for us to snack on. Some carrots for a recipe. I realized that we actually do have carrots in the fridge right now that I could have used, but it's okay. Some feta for another recipe. These like tortilla chips, I think Bunny likes those. He ate them last time and he seemed to enjoy them. The sunflower crunch salad kit, and also this tricolor coleslaw. It's like green cabbage, red cabbage, and carrots. And I want to pickle this because I think I'm gonna use this for the spring rolls. Yeah, I am. That was the whole point of getting it. My agave, some organic tomato and basil sauce for pasta, organic house-in sauce, I think is what you call this. I actually didn't need this because when I looked into the fridge, we actually have some like, I don't know, it's like some type of Asian sauce that I think would be fine, but I got that to go with the spring rolls. It was part of the recipe. Don't mind the sirens. Okay, we have some creamy basil alfredo sauce for pasta, duh. I have some honey. This is the sweetener I like to use to cook with as well. But some recipes just call for like sugar like that. Like I can't use the honey because it changes the flavor of the recipe, if that makes sense. Vegetable oil because we were out. I wanted to get olive oil, but y'all, olive oil right now is just way too expensive. Y'all tell me why olive oil was like $15 for like half of this, and I'm just like, and I was the cheapest one. I was like, no thank you, we're gonna go with vegetable oil. And then also got some of my favorite Panera broccoli cheddar soup. I also picked up this tart cherry organic juice. I heard that this is really good to make like a sleepy cocktail at night, so I wanted to try this with my like self-care Sundays, and I thought that this would be a good thing, so I don't know, I picked it up. We'll see if I like it. I actually never had that before. I got some green onion. Oh, you know what I forgot to get? Crab taco shells, because this is supposed to be for the taco shells and other recipes as well. Cilantro also for the spring rolls and tacos as well at some point. And then I got some romaine tomatoes, got 2 packs of Bunny's muscle milk. This is the vanilla protein. I already told you guys, I think it has like 32 grams of protein in it. I think he really likes these, so I got 2 of those. I don't drink those because y'all, it's nasty, okay? It's nasty, it's nasty. I got some organic mint and also a big thing of cut watermelon because, like I said, 4th of July, and I thought this would be a nice like side dish to have, like a cucumber, watermelon, and mint salad. And I found the recipe on Pinterest, so I thought I might try it. Some potatoes, 2 lemons to cook with, an onion, some croissants, and broccoli, and then these protein greens. I've been really loving this. My favorite green to eat though is arugula. Why could I not think of it? But my favorite green to eat is arugula, but when I can't find that, I'll pick up a pack of the protein greens. And this is just great for like sides, like salads, or even if we have like hamburgers, putting them on the hamburgers. I also picked up a pack of ginger ale because, as y'all heard me say earlier, I started my period and it was the worst ever. I literally spent 6 hours curled in a ball on my bathroom floor, and this is the only thing that helps with like the nausea part of it. I'm still having like a lot of pains in my stomach and in the back of my neck, but that helps. So I have that. Don't mind the freezer and the fridge. I'm gonna clean it out at some point, just not right today. So I got these ice cream bars, which I think I've shown you guys before. These are the So Delicious dairy-free vanilla bean made with coconut milk sandwiches, and I can't wait to try one of these. I'm already craving sweets and stuff being on my period. And then I also got some breakfast turkey sausage. I love doing this with like an egg and a croissant, just making a croissant sandwich for breakfast. So got those. Again, don't mind the dirty fridge. I got
a thing of ground turkey regular, and this is for like spaghetti. And then I got a thing of taco ground turkey. So this one has the taco season already in it. Of course, y'all know I'm gonna need to put more seasoning in it because these people out here don't know how to season, trust me. So I got that for tacos, and then I got some burgers. And I didn't get turkey burgers this time. I actually hate beef burgers. I only eat turkey burgers. But this time I decided to go ahead. I'm sorry, the camera's like super shaky, bro. I need to relax, but it's because I have cramps, y'all. So do not judge. But yeah, I got the beef because I think Bunny likes these too. Also got like some catfish because I don't know, I was over salmon, so we're trying catfish. And are you looking for your protein shakes? They're right there. Oh, I just come down here. Got some sweet potato fries. These actually need to freeze. They melted because I forgot they were in the bag and I left them out. And also got these chicken patties in case I wasn't feeling the beef burgers. I could have that. And then I got 2 packs of the boneless beef stir-fry strips. I also got a thing of cucumbers. This is for the cucumber, watermelon, and mint salad. And then I got this turkey bacon that I really like. It's a little bit expensive, but it's really nice. And then I got another thing of the boneless beef stir-fry steak strips. And then I got a boneless beef sirloin tip as well. And then I also got some chicken. Yay, surprise. I stopped eating chicken for a while, but then this, I don't know, I really wanted to make the recipe, the chicken sliders for the 4th of July. So I just got the chicken for those sliders. And then what else did I get? Also got this. This is garlic and herb butter. And in the recipe on Pinterest, the person put the butter on top of the sliders and stuck it into the oven after they toasted it, and it looked pretty good. So we're gonna try that. So yeah, this is everything from the grocery haul. Bunny just stole one of his protein shakes. That's why it's open, and he was looking for protein bars, but they were out of stock, so I didn't order those. You guys remember when I did my grocery haul before, I showed you those protein bars. I actually shared some at work and people were like, where did you get these? I was like, Amazon, girl. Anyways, this is everything that we got. I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff away, and then I think the next part of this video will be me sitting down chatting with you guys about goals and like my mood board and plans for July and all of that stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys then.
Scared of showing up. I'll miss the regular weekends. Don't tell me way too much. I never know if you mean it. Can't seem to get involved. I'll leave with